Money on my mind, got my money in my mind, right? Money on my mind, got no time for that limelight. I'm from California, man, I guess we'll start with that. Banged out starter caps, glued to the cul-de-sac, looking like an artifact, trying to get their money back. Yellow jackets coming, mama about to have a heart attack. Southeast San Diego, we was at the heart of that. You moved about the hood, my nigga, you ain't want no part of that. Move to work and let the money drip the laundromat. I pray to God the homie get his little daughter back. So many problems and it's not even a part of rap. So many suckers and they hating and they copycat. And life is bigger than these bitches that you hollered at. And if you bleed a dollar, better get $3 back. And all I'm giving is the facts. Pay attention to the stats and never making mention of the jacks. Gotta keep the money stacked, work your way through the traps. Money motivated to the max. Money on my mind, got my money in my mind, right? Money on my mind, got my money in my mind, right? Money on my mind, got my money in my mind, right? Money on my.
What up? What up? We back, man. We back. Yeah. Welcome to the remix with Cali Dre, man. Cali Dre is back in the motherfucking building, man. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all living out there, man? Hey, I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for watching the video, subscribing to the channels, man. I got a bunch of new subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Views is going up. I appreciate y'all for that, man. Keep running it up for your boy, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, man. This is the remix with Cali Dre, man. You know what I'm saying? We finna get to it. You know what I mean? The only way we know how to do it around here, man. But yeah, man, how was y'all holiday weekend, man? How was y'all Valentine's, man? Let me know in the comments, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was out there big tricking, big simping, and big tricking this weekend. You know what I'm saying? Let me know how much the bill was in this month. Put how much the bill was in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, you know what I'm saying? Hey, ladies, how was y'all's Valentine's? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Did y'all get everything y'all was looking for, everything y'all wanted out there, man? Let me know in the comments, man. You know what I'm saying? Was y'all giving up them draws, you know, GTD, you know what I'm saying? Giving up that good love and last night, you know what I mean? Let me know in the comments, man. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, bro, I had an amazing weekend, man. We out here, you know what I mean, California living, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, everything is all good, man. I hope everybody had a good weekend, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, sit back, relax, chop it up with your boy, man. It's the remix with Cali Dre, man. If you got it, roll it, you know what I mean? Post something up. Light some up, you know what I mean? We're going to get through a couple of these stories, man. I got a bunch of stuff I want to talk about. A bunch of news that's going on, you know what I'm saying? Bunch of news you can motherfucking use, you know what I mean? What else? I'll dip a little bit into the politics shit. And I may get to some hip hop if I got enough time, man. See how we rocking in this bitch, man. But yeah, this is the remix with Cali Dre. Subscribe to the channels, man. I'm on YouTube, Twitch, you know what I'm saying? Instagram. You know what I mean? TikTok, you know, TikTok MAGA Mongrels. I got something for you motherfuckers tonight too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna check out a bunch of what's going on around the country and around the world, man. Nationally, internationally, man. That's how I like to do it over here, man. We ain't got no limits on this channel. You know what I mean? We just trying to provide good content and good information, man. And so, you know, that's what I aspire to do out here, man. But yeah, we're gonna get right to it, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with the show. And I ain't gonna waste too much time, you know what I mean, doing my thing. I'm gonna let the true veteran of this whole shit do his thing, man. Since we're gonna get into some politics tonight, man, you know what I mean? I most definitely gotta let OG get up here and do his one too, you know what I mean? Because he didn't put in the hard work for the country, man. So without further ado, you know what I'm saying? Let me give OG the moment and let him shine a little bit, you know what I mean? Let OG shine, and then we're gonna crank the show up, man. But I appreciate y'all for tapping in with your boy. And let's get to it, man. This the remix with Cali Dre, man. You know what I mean? This the remix with Cali Dre. Let's get to it, man. This is OG right here, giving Ice a piece of his motherfucking mind, man, all the time, man. And we stand by this message affirmatively. You know what I mean? And that's why I play this shit, man. Let's go. Let's go.
You bitches.
Right here.
You heard it from me.
White supremacists.
That's right.
People.
I hope you can see through those thick ass glasses that you fucked up. You stand there and sanction this bullshit, and they kill a woman. They're ruining businesses that have been here for generations. They're fucking up this community. You can go home safe. But no, you're here to terrorize this city. A bunch of bitches if I've ever seen a bunch. And I'm telling you to your face. And if you don't like it, fuck you.
Yeah, let's go, OG. Let's go, OG. Hey, that shit get me turned up. OG, I just want to let you know, man, if you ever watch this show, my guy, you know what I mean? You've given me a real solid intro to use. You a player, you know what I'm saying, from the Himalayas. You know what I mean? I can tell that. And you a vet, man. And you speaking truth to power, bro. So that's one thing we always gonna stand for and always gonna represent and salute over here, man. And that's what I do. You know what I mean? That's what we gonna do. But yeah, man. I think it's about that time, man. I think it's about that time, man. I definitely want to start to show off with a couple of interesting things that I've seen. Here, OG, let me get to some of the other stories we got. OG, you know what I'm saying? OG gonna stand tall, man. He's standing on all 10, and we support everything OG talking about right here and the right now. But yeah, where do I want to go with this, man? So look, let's actually I want to go to my threads real quick. There was a couple of things on my threads that I seen here. Let me take OG down. Take OG down. You know what I mean? And then we're gonna put this other thing up because there's been a bunch of news that's going on. Epstein news, there's been ICE news, there's been street news, you know what I'm saying? It's all kind of shit, man. So I'm gonna try to bring all this to y'all in a matter of a timely fashion. You feel me? But let me see where we gonna go with this, man. Because I was looking at my threads earlier. Yeah, let's go right here. Let's share that. Let's share that real quick. Turn that on. Got it. All right, so check this out, man. There's a couple of things I've been looking at that I wanted to highlight. First and foremost, this shit came across my screen today. You know what I'm saying? Let me bring that to the people, man. You know what I mean? This shit right here came across my screen today. And I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Is this shit photoshopped or what? Is that Melania Trump, the first lady with Ghislaine Maxwell and a bunch of young ladies? Is that what I see, man? And so yeah, we're gonna dip into a little bit of politics later on in the show, man. But I thought this was a very interesting photo, man, and I hadn't really seen it. So, you know what I mean? I definitely wanted to. Nikki 901, salute. Queen, salute. Linda Sin City, salute. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for tapping in with your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go through a few things today, get to some news, politics, a little hip hop, a little this, a little that. You know what I mean? Just let OG do his one, too. You know what I mean? But then this shit popped. So again, I want everybody to be very clear on this Epstein shit. We've covered a lot of the Epstein, the names that have come out. We've covered, you know, the first whole 3 million batch drop. You know what I mean? So, you know, we got to keep this shit right here at the forefront because, yeah, they trying to sweep this up, in my opinion, man. But let's see what else I got over here, man. Oh, check this out. So I was looking at this. Under oath, FBI Director Kash Patel said there's no credible evidence that Jeffrey Epstein trafficked minors. You know, that's very interesting from Kash Patel, man. You know, and I would actually give the FBI a little bit of credit for this past 6 months, man. I mean, I think 2 of the FBI's top 10 fugitives have been apprehended. One actually didn't have nothing to do with the FBI. The one guy got apprehended in Honduras. That was Alexis Flores. I covered that on my show a couple of days ago. And yeah, thanks for running them views up too. You know what I'm saying? Those that know, they know. You know what I mean? That story it affected the whole community in Philadelphia, man. So I definitely felt honored to you know show that the guy that committed that heinous crime was apprehended. You feel me? And then the second guy was Ryan Wedding. I actually covered Ryan Wedding on a show a couple of weeks ago, man. And he was an Olympic athlete that actually turned into a kingpin. You know what I'm saying? Laying motherfuckers down. You know what I mean? So I want to give Kash Patel a little bit of credit, man, because people, you know, I go hard on the Trump administration, man, because I don't think that they, you know, they for the people at all. But I think that, I think they did a good job with apprehending two of the top 10 fugitives. I mean, you can't really, you can't escape that, man. So, but yeah, I think if he's saying that there's no evidence that Jeffrey Epstein trafficked minors, man, you're not paying attention to what's going on in these 3 million documents, man. We're going to get back to that video right there in a little bit. I want to just check in with some of these posts. It says, pardon by Trump after convicted of 12 counts of bank fraud, tax evasion, don't have to pay back 17.8 million in restitution or serve 12 years sentence, and they're not Somali. So these are two people that were pardoned by Trump, running a tax evasion fraud scheme, got off of paying 17.8 million and serving 12 years, and they're not Somali. So I thought that was pretty funny how that shit was kind of worded, man. Yeah, we're gonna get into some of this ICE shit tonight too, man. What ICE been up to? What is this right here? So it says Trump administration cuts $600 million in HIV, STD prevention, and surveillance grants. So I mean, I always find the health decisions of this administration very interesting because the COVID happened on Donald Trump's fucking watch. You know what I'm saying? And so people fail to really let that sink in, whether they don't believe in COVID or whether they don't take it seriously or whatever the case may be. But however you want to slice that shit, COVID happened on Donald Trump watch. And so, their healthcare decisions and their health decisions are very, very important to me. And it's something that I'm always paying attention to. And while I'm on this subject, man, you know what I'm saying? Let me go message time real quick, real early in this motherfucking show. Message, you know what I'm saying? Here's my problem with this country, right? The day that we were able to come back outside safely, the week, the month, the quarter, you know what I mean? I'll even give it the quarter, you know what I'm saying? We should have had a national day of remembrance and parades all across this country for the healthcare workers for helping us get out of the situation that we're in with COVID. And that's a fact. We dropped the ball as a country on showing our appreciation to the healthcare community for how they got us through a global pandemic. And I think Joe Biden's administration dropped the ball on that as well as Donald Trump's administration. So I think that blame is very much equally shared. But I appreciate that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was stuck in the house for 2 years, a year and a half, bored than a motherfucker, thinking everybody that breathe on me I'm gonna die and shit. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling you. Everybody that's our ages and that been through some of this shit, COVID, the financial collapse, you know what I'm saying? You know, been through some shit, man. Like, we all got PTSD in this motherfucker, man. So be easy, man. That's my message to motherfuckers. It's Sunday, man. We chilling. It's Sunday fun day. You know what I'm saying? Be easy. You know what I mean? But I'm always paying attention to the health decisions that this administration makes, man. That's just always at top of mind for me. COVID happened on Donald Trump's watch, and that's just what it is, man. So this is very concerning to me right here. Trump administration cut $600 million in HIV, STD prevention, and surveillance grants. So yeah, definitely be keeping my eyes on that. Yeah, I don't even want to get into that. We'll talk some more politics a little later in the show, man. I want to get into this as well, man. So I've been showing you guys for the last couple of shows that how the economy is doing, what the jobs numbers are looking like in the first month of the year. I think the job numbers have been revised up, but overall loss in jobs still is at an all time, not all time, but it's at a high rate within the last 20 years. You know what I mean? It's one of the highest rates in the last 20 years. So about 82% of adults in the U.S. earn less than 6 figures a year, regardless of race. I found this to be an interesting post, man, because, depending on where you at in the country, man, job markets, I know out here in California, the job market is not friendly at all. You know what I mean? So, and it's there's not a lot of companies leave California because the taxes are high and they go to states where, they can flourish, I would suppose. So California, we need to get our tax shit together so we can get these jobs back. Don't think I ain't missed all the jobs that's been leaving California in this motherfucker, bro. But you know, that's a whole nother show we're gonna do, man. I just want to tap in with that. So, hey, people out here struggling, man. About 82% of adults in the US earn less than six figures. You know what I mean? And the last numbers that I looked at, actually, I saw something that said you have, in order for you to live comfortably in what they call the middle class, you got to be making $100,000 a year plus. So 82% of adults in the US earn less than six figures. But in order for you to live comfortably in America as a middle class citizen, you need to be making over $100,000 a year. So do the math on that, man. It's a little underwater, in my opinion. And these are the things that, I created this platform and channel to try to change, you feel me? Or at least bring awareness to, so that we all can collectively change this shit. You know what I mean? But moving right along, man. What is this? Okay. So there's been a new report that came out too, man. It just recently came out. It said doctor at Jeffrey Epstein's autopsy says that he was strangled and not hanged. You know what I mean? I thought this was pretty interesting, because if Jeffrey Epstein was murdered, that brings a whole new, battery energizer. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Lithium ion battery jump into this whole Epstein shit, man, because that means that, they're some of the powerful players that have been named or could be exposed in this Epstein dump. That makes that story a lot more intriguing as far as what happened to him and what links people are willing to go to silence what they were engaged in with this man. So I thought this was pretty interesting, man. I definitely wanted to highlight this. Doctor at Jeffrey Epstein's autopsy says he was strangled and not hanged. So definitely want to check in with that a little more and see where that goes. But there's a lot of fallout going on over this Epstein stuff, man. Billionaire, as a TMZ is reporting that a billionaire sultan resigns as CEO of DP World amid Epstein file scandal, right? So a lot of countries are taking action. We're actually the only country that's not taking any action on this Epstein shit. There's a lot of countries in Europe. There's a lot of countries in I believe South America, I want to say, or maybe like in Russia type shit. But there's countries all over the world that are taking action over this Epstein shit. And America, it just isn't. This is another thing I saw today, man. Foreclosure filings jumped 32% from a year ago. In Delaware, Nevada, Florida rank amongst the highest in the country. So all this talk about the economy doing all great, I don't know. I got my questions, man. 12 plus Trump officials are named in the Epstein file. I thought this was pretty interesting. You know what I mean? Definitely want to highlight this for the TikTok MAGA mongrels. You know what I'm saying? When I chop and edit these videos down, let's read these names aloud for you motherfuckers. Okay? We got Donald Trump, Melania Trump, Howard Lutnick, John Phelan. What is this? Hey, Palo Zampoli? Okay, RFK Jr., Kevin Warsh, Mehmet Oz, Elon Musk, Steve Bannon, Alex Acosta, Bill Barr, Brett Ratton. So, yeah, I'm gonna chop this clip up. We'll see what you TikTok MAGA mongrels got to say about this tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of this shit I do, you know what I mean? I'm serving a couple of different purposes, man. You know what I mean? I got a couple of different audiences. And I appreciate everybody for rocking with the channel, man. This is the remix of Cali Dre. But I got a couple of different audiences as I'm looking at my breakdowns. And so, yeah, give a little red meat to the TikTok MAGA mongrels, man. You know what I mean? Like, hey, listen. Y'all know how I feel about this shit. TikTok MAGA mongrels, y'all know how I feel about. Y'all know why I do this shit. Y'all know why I do this shit. Do y'all know why I do this shit? Kick it! You don't understand. I ain't scared of you, mother. Yeah, that's why. What we got else? What else we got here? So This video came up.
Me. This was me. This was me. When I met Jeff, I was 14 years old. I was 16 years old. I was 16. 17, 14 years old. This is me. This was me. This was me. When I met Jeff, I was 14 years old. I was 16 years old. I was 16. 17, 14 years old. This is me. This was me. This was me. When I met Jeff, I was 14
That
years
was
old. I was 16 years old.
something that popped up that I thought was kind of interesting, man. There was a song, man, I played on the show a while back, but I don't know if the audio was 100% on that shit, man. And this song was pretty dope, man. So I want to run this shit again, man. I want y'all to let me know in the comments what y'all think about this joint right here, man. This is an activist rapper named King Kylie, debut song, A Sunken Place, blasting Trump and administration official. So when this shit came through, I had to pay attention to it. And when I pressed play, initially I was a little skeptical about this shit. You know what I'm saying? But when I pressed play on it, you know what I mean? Hey, he was doing his 1-2. So I want to run this back, man. Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feeling about this joint right here, man. This is rapper King Kylie, debut song.
In a sunken place, Donald Trump and his whole administration full of hate. They want to make America white again, not make it great. It's in your face. If you can't see it, then you're blind. They say Trump and Epstein been raping girls with Calvin Klein. Jeffrey Epstein suicide, no shit up the world. Epstein explained how him and Trump love little girls. Howard Stern, Trump say he walk in little girls' dressing rooms while they have naked getting into their beauty pageant costume. Now that's some sick shit, but for some people that's just not enough. Trump should be in the back of a cop car and handcuffed. And JD Vance, you ain't gotta apologize for being white. Charlie Kirk said blacks and minorities shouldn't have civil rights, cause they wanna go back to the times of
What y'all think?
and preachers out here preaching like Trump a God to their congregation. And I don't know how you don't get a sick feeling when they mention Trump's name. You should know that he a villain. He's got no principles or morals. His leadership is horrible. If you a young teenage girl, Trump adores you. He once told a 9-year-old he dated in 10 years and he was 50. He a scumbag. Yeah, Trump been weird. Hating on Jasmine Crockett just because she tell the truth. You hate black women because you know that they smarter than you. And fuck Pam Bundy and Christy Gnomes. That white supremacist Barbie be sending ice to people's homes. Arresting U.S. citizens, even though they innocent. Shout out to Harry Sessions and Jolly Good Ginger, they be killing me. Tizzy E&T, my dog Conscious Lee, Danny Collins, and Silver Fox.
What y'all think about this, man?
Whether we online or we in the streets, we just trying to kick knowledge. All we trying to do is teach, stay woke. Somebody trying
Hey,
to
what
tell
y'all
me
think about that, man? What y'all think about that? Let me know in the comments, man. Hey, I thought he kind of killed that. Man. You know what I'm saying? I thought he killed that. But yeah, man, y'all let me know in the comments. Was there anything else I wanted to chat with? Here, let's pull this down real quick. Yeah, man, I thought he killed that for sure, man. That's activist rapper King Kylie debut song, A Sunken Place, man. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about that. But yeah, man, let's get to a little bit of this news, man. Cause I got a bunch of stories I want to cover, and I don't want to have, you know what I'm saying, everybody in here locked in for 3-4 hours. Actually, I do. You know what I'm saying? Stay locked in with your boy. You know what I mean? Subscribe to the channel. Hit that Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Twitch, Instagram, YouTube. But it's Valentine's weekend, man. You know what I'm saying? I know your lady probably putting it on you. You know what I mean? Go do this and go do that, man. You know what I'm saying? But you got to tap in with your boy, Callie Drake, man, and I sure appreciate it, man. So we're going to get to some of these stories, man, that I wanted to cover and check out what's going on around the country, man, and around the globe. You know what I mean? That's the remix with Callie Drake, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with your boy. We're going to get right to this thing, man. But yeah, let me know where y'all rocking from, man. What city, what state, you know what I mean? What hood, what borough, you know what I mean? What ward, you know what I mean? Where y'all tapping in from, man? I appreciate y'all for running them comments up, you know what I mean? And running them views up, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to provide y'all good content, man. So yeah, let's keep it rocking, you know what I mean? Let's keep it rocking, man. But yeah, I thought this was a pretty interesting story right here, man. It says and it involves a legendary singer, man. Patti LaBelle was rushed off stage during a concert due to a bomb threat. Let's check out this story, man, and find out what in the fuck is going on at the Patti LaBelle concert. Get the lights up, man. This the remix with Kelly Drake, man. Let's go.
770 to my 8 years. Hold on. Wait!
As you can see, people in the crowd didn't even really know what was going on, man. They just they was just as shocked as everybody else, man. Hold up, man. How you gonna take the show over like this, man? Hold up. Let's go back. I wanna run this back one more time. Because the crowd didn't even really know what was going on at the time, you know what I mean? And so man, what is going on with this thing right here, man? What is going on with this thing? Man, maybe we not running it back. They trying to hate on the Patti. They trying to hate on the Patti LaBelle spin back. Here we go. Let's go. Here, let me run that back. So I want to know, did they somebody whisper something into her ear, or did they just come and sweep her up off the stage? Because it seemed like somebody came and dropped something to her.
770 to my 8 years. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, he whispered to her something. We gotta get the hell out. We gotta get the fuck out of here, Patty. We gotta get the fuck out of here, Patty. The crowd don't even know what's going on.
What?
Yeah, so there was a bomb threat at the Patti LaBelle concert, man. So I hope everybody that was in attendance at that show ends up being okay, man. I hope nobody was hurt or seriously injured or anything like that. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting, man. What else did I want to talk about? What else do I want to talk about this motherfucker, man? Oh yeah, this story right here actually was pretty interesting as well, man. So it says fireball reported across a central Indiana sky. So we got some extraterrestrial supernatural shit going on in this story, man. Get the likes up, man. This the remix with Kelly Drake, man. Let's go. Whoa. Oh shit, that shit right. Oh wow. Whoa. Did y'all see that? Fireball in Indiana streaking across the sky. First I thought it was this right here, but then this right here showed up. How many of y'all think this is AI? Is this some AI bullshit, bro? Let me know. Bro. Is this some AI bullshit? Wow.
You saw what he did there. Hoosiers stopping and staring as that fireball lit up the sky over central Indiana last night. You're looking at viewers that has been sent in to us. This one coming from a viewer in Muncie. You saw it there streaking across the top of your screen.
It's a bit disconcerting.
Fireball streaking across the sky, man. Hey, listen, some shit we can't explain. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think they got the juice. You know what I mean? But, you know, every night when I look out at them stars, man, that lets me know my place in this whole shit. You know what I mean? Because I ain't creating none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's here for me to marvel at. And so, you know, this is definitely an interesting story, man. Fireball reported across the central Indiana skies, man.
Isn't it? CBS 4's Max Lewis talked with experts about what the fireball was and why it was so visible last night.
The bright light appeared almost out of nowhere, flying through the night sky. It was captured on this home security camera up in Muncie. Down in Indianapolis, this man was stopped in his tracks on the front porch of this home after seeing it flash behind him. Cameras all over the state caught the mysterious object, but experts say it's no mystery.
This was definitely a fireball from what I could tell.
Dr. Aaron Shaw is a professor of astronomy at Butler University and is also the director at the Holcomb Observatory.
Yeah, we gonna learn some shit on this show, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be over here on complete bullshit all the time. This is learning hour right now. You know what I'm saying? Because that was some interesting shit though. Fireball, you just think about you outside smoking a blunt, you know what I'm saying, tipping on some tequila or some gin and juice or some shit, man. You look up in the sky and there's a big ass fireball streaking across the sky, bro. Like hey, listen. That's some shit I may not. I don't even know if I really want to see that shit. That might fuck me up. I'll be honest with you. Straight invasion type shit, man.
Says this fireball is exactly what it sounds like, a streak of fire traveling through the sky.
What it is basically a large piece of rock that's kind of burning up in our atmosphere.
Shaw says rocks are constantly flying through the atmosphere, but ones this bright and this visible are more rare.
These fireball events, they are relatively common. It's just that quite a lot of them happen over water, or quite a lot of them happen during the day, so we don't see them as much.
The American Meteor Society has gotten more than 100 reports of the fireball last night, stretching from southern Wisconsin to western Ohio. Dr. Shaw.
Damn, so that shit traveled a few states, man. That shit traveled a few states, bro. Hey, that fireball was on the move. You know what I mean?
Tells us there is a difference between a shooting star and the fireball we saw last night. He says a shooting star is normally just a rock, just about the size of a pebble, but he estimates this fireball would have been a rock about 3 feet in diameter, massive, but he says likely would have burned up before any debris hit the ground.
Okay.
A loud boom in southern Indiana nearly 4 years ago was believed to be from a fireball, but the cloud cover obscured the light. The skies over Japan were lit up last summer after a fireball.
Whoa!
There. No major booms were.
Whoa, that was Japan. Hey, that Japan footage is out of control right there. Check this
Cloud
out.
cover obscured the light. The skies over Japan were lit up last summer after a fireball there. No major booms were reported overnight, leading Dr. Shaw to believe the fireball wasn't traveling faster than the speed of sound. All these flying rocks emphasizing the Bible verse atop the Holcomb Observatory. The heavens declare the glory of God.
Yeah, it kind of reminds you that there's like a whole solar system, a whole galaxy out there that's like full of stuff.
In Indianapolis, Max Lewis, CBS 4 News.
Yeah, man. Listen, if you can't appreciate when you look up at night at the stars, man, you know what I'm saying, and knowing that it's something greater out there, you know, you got your head stuck in the sand, man. That's all I can tell you, man. Because you know, California, we actually don't even get the best look at the stars. Certain places, you get on the mountaintops, I'm sure you can probably have some good visibility out there in the sky, but yeah, man, Southern Cal, it's a little light. You know, once you go up the coast, up towards Portland, up towards Washington, Canada, you can definitely start to see more stars out there, man. And but yeah, I thought that was an interesting story, man. Let me see, what else did I want to talk about? Oh shit. Yeah, let's look at this. Let's look at this, man. Let's look at this. So it was a car chase out here in LA, man. And that motherfucker was kind of out of control, man. Let's take a look at this car chase.
We have breaking news. A suspect led Compton Sheriff's deputies on a wild pursuit through a wash in Paramount overnight. You can see the driver of the stolen vehicle speeding through the LA basin with the hood fully blocking the windshields like something out of a movie. But this happened about 2 a.m. right there alongside
2 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And look, these is like the reservoirs where the water goes. Like when the rain comes, it's like the riverbed, or you know what I mean? It's emptied out, but they all like throughout the city, right? And so
pursued through a wash in Paramount overnight. You can see the driver of the stolen vehicle speeding through the LA basin with the hood fully blocking the windshields like something out of a movie. But this happened about 2 a.m. right there alongside the 710 freeway near Florence Avenue. The suspect lost control of the vehicle, spun out. He was eventually caught hiding in a grassy area.
Yeah. They're gonna jam his ass up for sure. They're gonna jam his ass up for sure. You know what I mean? But yeah, I thought that was a pretty interesting story. Whoa. I thought that was a pretty interesting story. Hold on, lady. You know what I'm saying? This is the remix with Kelly Dre, man. You ain't finna You're running the show over this way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what else did I want to talk about, man? Oh, it was another wild card chase that I wanted to look at. Matter of fact, yeah, it was another wild card chase. Let's take a look at this one, man. This one was kind of out of control too. I think this was in says I think this in Texas because it's close to San Antonio.
By his own blunder.
Actually, that ain't even, man, they didn't switch the
Chair,
video.
the Wasatch County GOP Board of
They
Directors.
didn't switch the damn video on you, boy. Hold up, bro. This shit acting goofy, bro. They didn't switch the damn video. That's not the motherfucking video that I put up. What y'all done, man? Y'all trying to fucking nigga show up, man. Get the likes up, man. You know what I'm saying? There's always some BS going on. This is the right video.
You saw first and only on 4. DPS troopers arresting a man after a wild pursuit this morning on the east side. News 4 was the only station to bring it to you live as it happened. And tonight we're pressing to find out more about the man authorities were chasing. Units from SAPD, DPS, and Homeland Security were involved in this chase that came to a violent end on the city's east side.
Excessive speed through these residential streets. We've also seen him blow some intersections, just like he blew that one. And he crashed.
Whoa!
He has crashed.
He crashed out. He crashed and burned, man. Hey, this dude, hey, he was on a mission trying to get the fuck up out of Dodge, bruh. And then
SAPD, DPS, and Homeland Security were involved in this chase that came to a violent end on the city's east side.
Excessive speed through these residential streets. We've also seen him blow some intersections, just like he blew that one. And he crashed. He
smacked. Oh shit. Yeah, he blowing, he driving all over medians and shit. He trying to get the fuck away from the police, bro. He is not going. Listen, his mindset, I ain't going. I ain't fucking going, bro. But as you can see by this freeze frame right here, yeah, your motherfucking ass going, bro.
Has it happened? And tonight we're pressing to find out more about the man authorities were chasing. Units from SAPD, DPS, and Homeland Security were involved in this chase that came to a violent end on the city's east side.
Excessive speed through these residential streets. We've also seen him blow some intersections, just like he blew that one. And he crashed. He has crashed and he is out right now.
The chase coming to a frightening end at the intersection of East South Cross and Pecan Valley as the driver slams.
Oh, wow. Yeah. He just blew the red light. Broad daylight. Trying to get the fuck away.
Out right now.
Police.
He has crashed.
Crashed the fuck out, man. This is what you call a crash. This is the real definition of a motherfucking crash.
Excessive speed through these residential streets. We've also seen him blow some intersections, just like he blew that one.
Whoa.
And he crashed.
Crash out. That's the definition of a motherfucking crash out, bruh. He was trying to get the fuck away from the police, bruh. He not playing no games, bruh.
Homeland Security were involved in this chase that came to a violent end on the city's east side.
Excessive speed through these residential streets. We've also seen him blow some intersections, just like he blew that one.
Oh, wow.
And he crashed.
Wow.
He has crashed and he is out right now.
The chase coming to a frightening end at the intersection of East South Cross and Pecan Valley as the driver slams into a car and a truck. But he wasn't done there. He got out of the car and started to run before being surrounded by DPS troopers.
Oh shit, he on the run.
Journalist David Mendoza describing it live on air as it went down.
Hands up in the air. Texas DPS has him at gunpoint. He's on his knees. He's down.
The pursuit started about 20 minutes.
He didn't go very. Listen, that may be the shortest police pursuit we've ever seen right here. Oh God. Bro hops out the vehicle. He hops out the whip across the street.
Car and started to run before being surrounded by DPS troopers. News 4 photojournalist David Mendoza describing it live on air as it went down.
Hands up in the air. Texas DPS has him by gunpoint. He's on his knees. He's down.
The pursuit started about 20 minutes earlier when a law enforcement helicopter started following the car near 410 and I-10 on the east side. As the chase continued, the driver became more reckless.
Close call.
Wow. That was 2 close calls right there, though. That was 2 very close calls, man. Look, right there. Oh, my. He's spinning right now. He's spinning right now.
The driver became more reckless.
Oh, close call. Close call.
Nearly causing several crashes along the way as he weaved his way through neighborhood streets. Eventually, DPS troopers started tailing him on the ground.
Oh!
As the pursuit dragged on, the driver started taking more chances and putting more people at
Damn!
risk.
Swerving
Oh
past
shit!
vehicles.
Hey, this motherfucker right here is a sap, bruh. He trying not to go back to jail for real, homie.
Eventually, DPS troopers started tailing him on the ground.
Oh!
As the pursuit dragged on, the driver started taking more chances and putting more people at risk.
Swerving past vehicles, going over medians, as I said, but right now he's driving like an absolute lunatic trying to get away from DPS.
After it came to an end, the fire department said no one was seriously hurt at the crash site, although two other cars were heavily damaged. The suspect taken into custody and will be facing several charges.
Oh yeah.
Tonight, DPS.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Several motherfucking charges for some shit like that. Most definitely shit. You're gonna get a couple civil suits out that bitch too. You know what I mean? And it's a motherfucker. Listen, yeah, that's a bad spot right there.
Says special agents assisted with this HSI investigation. The man arrested has not been identified yet.
Okay, so they didn't arrested him, but he ain't been identified. Man, yeah, that's a crazy story right there, man. That's a crazy story. What else did I want to talk about in this motherfucker, man? It's the remix with Kelly Dre, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with your boy, man. Let's see. I had a bunch of stories I wanted to get to with y'all. Get the likes up in the meantime, in between time. Oh, yeah, I was looking at this, man. I wanted to see what this is about. It says former Team USA figure skater shot dead in an alleged armed robbery attempt. So let's check out this story right
Police arresting an ex-convict with a lengthy criminal history suspected of shooting and killing a USA figure skating coach while she was waiting in a drive-thru. Chanley Painter is here with the details. Hi, Chanley.
Yeah, hey guys. So police say 28-year-old Gabrielle Sam Linehan was just sitting inside her car in a Starbucks drive-thru in St. Louis, Missouri, Tuesday morning when suddenly this man, Keith Lamont Brown, walked up to her vehicle, ordered her to raise her hands, and then shot and killed her.
Wow. Keith Brown. This happened in St. Louis, Missouri. Former Team USA figure skater shot dead in an alleged armed robbery attempt. Prayers out to the family, and it's definitely a sad story right
Sam
here.
Linehan was just sitting inside her car in a Starbucks drive-thru in St. Louis, Missouri, Tuesday morning when suddenly this man, Keith Lamont Brown, walked up to her vehicle, ordered her to raise her hands, and then shot and killed her. Brown then allegedly took her bank cards and driver's license before fleeing. The 58-year-old convicted felon who has a criminal history dating back to 1986 was arrested.
Wow. So he has a criminal record dating back to 1986. Sounds like he shot her and took her belongings. So yeah, it's most definitely over for this guy. And she had some notoriety and a name to herself. So, you know, the spotlight is most definitely going to be intense on this case right here. So let's check in and see if we can get some more updates. This the remix with Kelly Dre, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. Let's continue.
Dating back to 1986 was arrested the next day. Brown has now been charged with first-degree murder, 3 counts of first-degree robbery, 4 counts of armed criminal action, and 1 count of unlawful possession of a firearm. At the time of the shooting, Brown was also wanted for 2 other armed robberies that took place just days before Linehan's murder. In 2014, Linehan represented U.S. figure skating on a team that won a silver medal at the U.S. Synchronized Skating Championships that year.
Okay, so silver medalist, ex-USA medalist, murdered in St. Louis at a Starbucks drive-thru, man. So shit. Hey, keep your head on the swivel, man. You out there trying to get them cold brews and frappuccinos and all that shit. You know, a motherfucker like Keith Brown coming around. he trying to get his step with that, man. He trying to get you know what I mean? He trying to get his order in too, man. So yeah, rest in peace to this young lady, man. Former Team USA figure skater shot dead in an alleged armed robbery attempt.
And the Metro Edge Figure Skating Club, where Linehan taught, saying this in part, quote, that Coach Sam will be deeply missed. Guys, back to you.
What a tragic story.
Yeah, so sad.
Terrible story. And if they'd caught him earlier,
Yeah.
Right.
never happened.
Or not let him out. Chanley.
That too. Thank you, Chanley.
I'm Steve.
Listen. I don't like how they said that, even though this dude probably shouldn't be let out. But I just don't like how the fuck they said that. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't like the tone and that all shit. So yeah, we'll check more into that story, man, and figure out what's going on. As of now, former Team USA figure skater shot dead in alleged robbery attempt in St. Louis, man. So definitely prayers to the family, and yeah, man, it's a cold it's a cold world out this bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head on the swivel out this motherfucker, man. Protect your motherfucking neck, man. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of protecting your motherfucking neck, let's check out this story right here. Brazen.
Well, Greg Bovino made headlines as the Trump administration's former leading board.
No, that ain't it. That ain't the right story, bro. Am I high? Did I tap the wrong shit, bro? Hold that. Brazen Chicago robbery prompts outrage. They're not being caught, is what one of the witnesses said in this story right here, man. Let's check in with this. This is the remix with Callie Draymond. I appreciate y'all.
Just along Lake and Peoria, and I'll step aside so you can see. This is the sidewalk where that man was pinned at gunpoint and beaten before two male suspects stole his items and took off. I will say there is a Chicago police squad car here that just pulled up in the last hour or so. And we don't know necessarily whether this is connected to the investigation of this robbery or whether they're just stopping by. I want you to take a look at this video, though. As you said, it was all caught on camera. This may be a little bit hard to watch just given the graphic nature of things. As you mentioned, this happened during broad daylight yesterday. It happened just before sunset at around 4:30.
Oh, broad daylight. Suspects pulled out a gun. Other suspects beat the victim, items stolen, and they took off in a Range Rover in front of a Fulton County market. So it's a search for the suspect. As you can see, look like they're on the ground stripping him, going through his pockets right now. You know what I'm saying? Get down or lay down type shit. You know, and this Chicago shit right here, man. The Shy, you know what I mean? Y'all in the building, man. Chirac is in the building, man. Looks like brazen Chicago robbery prompts outrage within the community, man. As it should, as it motherfucking should, though. You know what I mean? Get the likes up. Because yeah, this is some wild shit right here, man. Broad daylight. Hey, think of broad daylight. You in front of jars, trying to get whatever the fuck jars sell. You know what I'm saying? And a couple motherfuckers run down up on you.
Suspect stole his items and took off. I will say there is a Chicago police squad car here that just pulled up in the last hour or so. And we don't know necessarily whether this is connection of this robbery or whether they're just stopping by. I want you to take a look at this video, though. As you said, it was all caught on camera. This may be a little bit hard to watch.
Look,
given the
he pointed the gun to his head right there. As you can see right there, he pointing the gun to his head. So hey, this was some real shit right here. This was some real shit right here. As you can see, he's pointing the gun at him right there. Whoever this person is right here, these figures are getting down. Okay, they are getting to it. Broad daylight, middle of the street, no shame in their motherfucking game, man. You know what I'm saying? Get the likes up, man. So yeah, you know what I mean? Shit real out here, man. Shit real out here. Y'all gotta stop taking life for play. You know what I mean? You see them red flags, you know what I mean? Hey, trust your instincts. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be in a situation like this here.
Though, as you said, it was all caught on camera. This may be a little bit hard to watch just given the graphic nature of things. As you mentioned, this happened during broad daylight yesterday. It happened just before sunset at around 4:30. And according to police, at least one
they
of the
slapping him,
suspects
punching him, got the burner to his brain, you know what I mean? Going through his pocket, picking his pockets inside out like he in high school. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is a bad position to be in right here, man. Like, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's tough out here, man. It's tough out here. I'm at the point where, you know what I mean? If you a regular civilian, you might want to pack up, get the fuck up out of Chirac, man. I mean, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? If you a regular motherfucker and you just want to smoke a little pot and do your motherfucking thing, bro, you might want to get the fuck up out of Chirac, man. You know what I'm saying? So the country is very big and you don't need a passport to go state from state, man. So shit. They on some get down and lay down time out there. You already know what Chirac on. You know what I'm saying? You know what the fuck Chirac on. But I thought this was some wild video, man. Just broad daylight, getting to it. You know what I mean?
Video, though, as you said, it was all caught on camera. This may be a little bit hard to watch just given the graphic nature of things. As you mentioned, this happened during broad daylight yesterday. It happened just before sunset at around 4:30. And according to police, at least one of the suspects pulled out a gun and demanded items from the victim while the other suspect beat him. Once the suspects got the victim's item in their hands, they took off in the Range Rover seen in this video. I did check this morning, guys, and the number of violent crimes reported specifically when it comes to robberies are actually down in Chicago. The city has an online dashboard that shows you something called violence and victimization trends. So here's what I found. In 20...
Okay, hold on. I think that's important to highlight, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Chirac definitely got the reputation. You know what I mean? And as you can see, they living up to that motherfucker. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Let me run that. Let me spin that back real quick. Yeah.
Violent crimes reported specifically when it comes to robberies are actually down in Chicago. The city has an online dashboard that shows you something called violence and victimization trends. So here's what I found. In 2020, when crime rates were historically high all across the country, you can see robbery victimizations across Chicagoland were up. Compare this to just last year, those numbers dropped by a lot, especially towards the tail end of 2025. Now, this morning I spoke with the executive director of Fulton Market Association.
Okay.
And
yeah. So it looks like the crime numbers in Chicago have gone down. We're going down despite this incident. Let me see if we can get some more updates, man, because they just on some opinionated. See if we can get to the updates on the story.
Well, meanwhile, we know Chicago police say that they are investigating this robbery, and we also know the suspects, as of this morning, are still on the run.
Okay, so yeah, protect your motherfucking neck out there, man. Protect your motherfucking neck out there,
Hey, good morning,
Chirac,
you guys.
man,
Yeah,
because
we are
this
here
shit is out of control. You know what I'm saying? It's out of control. But what y'all think about that in the comments, man? Shit going down, man. Shit going down everywhere, man. Everywhere. Shit going down everywhere. I'm trying to tell y'all. Like I'll be having so many stories, bro. It just be out of control. Shit going on all over the fucking country, man. And here is an example. Here is another example of that right here, man. Dumb crook gets locked inside his own goddamn van after trying to steal it.
A suspected burglar busted by his own blunder and caught on camera. The whole ordeal.
Oh, yeah. Trish Kostakis joins us live in Hialeah where it all went down. Hey there, Trish.
Hey guys, yeah, well, Hialeah police arrested the man, and they say that when he was attempting to rob that landscaping van, he actually got inside and got locked inside the van and ended up kicking and screaming for those outside the van to help.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
That's the voice of this man, Dean Young, yelling.
Dean Young, dumb crook gets locked inside of a van trying to steal the motherfucker. Like, you can't make this shit up, bro. Get the motherfucking lights.
From inside of a locked van.
Burglary of an unoccupied car and criminal mischief. Probable cause is found.
Young was before a judge Thursday after police say he attempted to rob this landscaping van. You can see in the video him getting out of his car, crossing the street, and getting inside the van. The owner of the van.
Hold the fuck on, bro. Why in the fuck are you trying to rob a landscaping van, bro? Are you doing any motherfucking landscaping, bro? It looked like you trying to rob vans all day. So why, like, this shit don't make no sense, bro. And that's why you are where the fuck you are, my guy.
After police say he attempted to rob this landscaping van, you can see in the video him getting out of his car, crossing the street, and getting inside the van. The owner of the van locked the vehicle when he started landscaping. That's when Young began screaming and kicking the doors for help because he was locked inside.
I guess the gentleman was trying to steal his things, but unfortunately, he got locked in.
Nursey Toledo, the homeowner, says he was banging on the door for a while.
Wow.
He was saying, "Get me out of here. I can't breathe." He would say, "Papi, help."
The police were called.
Yeah, you know why you can't breathe? Because your dumbass tried to steal a landscaping van and you got locked in. That's why you can't breathe, bro. Nobody feels sorry for that shit. All caught on ring cam. Let's go, man. You can't make this shit up.
He was banging on the door for a while.
He can't breathe. He was saying, "Get me out of here. I can't breathe." He would say, "Papi, help."
The police were called, and as you can see in the Ring video, officers were
Hey, listen, motherfuckers get real friendly when you got the ass called red-handed. Hey, Poppy, hey, come on, man, get me out of here, baby. Hey, come on, man. Hey, motherfuckers start getting real friendly when you got their ass dead to right on some shit. That's a fact, man. Get the likes up, man. This shit funny as hell right here.
Young out of the van. The arrest form says the landscapers did not let Young out until police arrived.
There was, machetes inside
Now,
the
listen,
truck.
bro, I just want to be real about where we at in this country, right? I think everybody could be real about this shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Are you expecting landscapers to have some bread in the back of that motherfucker? Were you trying to steal some tools? You know what I'm saying? Wheelbarrows and shit. Like, that's what landscapers got in the back of landscaping vans. And people didn't know. They got tarps, you know what I'm saying? A couple of weed whackers, you know what I mean? Some edgers. You know, like, listen, my grandmama that had me in the yard doing a whole fair bunch of goddamn yard work out this bitch, bro. I know what the shit look like. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So for my young homies out there, bro, if you gonna go for it for some shit that's really worth it, bro. Not no motherfucking landscaping van, man. Get the likes up.
And he could have just come out and hurt anybody, so they left him in there.
Young tells police that he was handing out business cards when a dog chased him. He got scared and ran to the truck for safety.
That's what your motherfucking ass get. I ain't seen no dog nowhere in this story, bro, but that's what your motherfucking ass get, bro. I just got to throw that out. If a dog chased your ass in that van and you got locked in, then salute to the motherfucking dog, bro, because you are a fucking idiot.
Scared and ran to the truck for safety. But video shows a different story.
I think it was kind of actually funny.
Okay, yeah, okay. Video shows a different story.
Dumb crook. Yeah, I guess now he's watching the news and inside the jail.
Yeah. Hopefully you're watching the remix with Callie Dre, man. Get them likes up, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with your boy, man. Hey, it's out of control. You can't make this shit up, man. And it's not only in America. I used to think it was only in America. We the only ones doing some dumb shit. But I'm gonna show y'all a couple videos later where that's not the motherfucking case, man. Get the likes
Wild
up.
story tonight. Well, Dean Young is currently being held at TGK and in bond court today. It was revealed that he was free on bond from a previous case. The judge today set his bail at $1,500, but he will remain in jail. Reporting live.
Yeah, as he should, man. You do some goofy ass shit like this, bro. I listen. I don't got no remorse for the goofiest of criminals, man. Like that ain't. I don't like senseless life taking. I just don't like, dumb crimes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna check in with that anymore. We just gonna leave that where it is and just learn the lessons of this goofy motherfucker right here, bro. Don't steal no landscaping van, bro, and don't steal it in front of nobody's house either, bro. Everybody got ring cams and all kind of shit, man. This camera's all over the place, man. To all my young homies out there that's still out in this criminal world, man, find you a way out, bro. Find you a way out, brother, because it's too many ways to get you trapped in. You got forensics, you got technology, you got snitches, you got and you gotta try to plan and manipulate and maneuver through all that, man. It's easier to just go get you a job, homie, and get you a trade. You know what I'm saying? And stack your paper. You feel me? But that's my positive message for the motherfucking day. Yeah, what other story did I want to get into, man? So look, matter of fact, let's tap into some of this overseas shit. Y'all thought America was the only motherfuckers doing some damn shit. Well, nah, that ain't the case. That ain't the case at all. Let's check in.
Good evening. We begin tonight with a dramatic arrest on Spencer Street. Police boxing in, then ramming an allegedly erratic driver.
The tense takedown unfolded on a busy Sunday afternoon in the city, leaving onlookers stunned. But police say it was necessary to prevent any harm to the public.
A Sunday takedown on Spencer Street.
Oh, what the oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
Shit.
An unmarked.
Hey, Australia, man. The Australian police is not fucking around, bro. You get out of line in Australia, they're going to ram your ass into some other shit. This is how this shit go out here, man. Get the likes
harm to the public.
A Sunday takedown on Spencer Street.
Oh, what the
Oh my God! An unmarked police SUV shunts a Hyundai, slamming it into a taxi rank.
Oh my God! Police out on his ass.
The driver opens his door, but is surrounded. Backup was fast. One officer runs for cover as the two vehicles careened towards him. Inside this car, a taxi driver with front row seats to the drama. The suspect clearly rattled as officers drag him from the car. At least 3 taxis were damaged.
Yeah, okay, I need you to stand over here for a second, okay?
Officers first clocked the 35-year-old man driving on tram tracks in the middle of Spencer Street.
The cops tried to initiate a pullover and he wouldn't stop. He just thought he could get away. Just thought he could outsmart him, you know.
Police in Australia, it's very, quick response. Yeah. Before the crime is already there.
Looking a little worse for wear, the driver was loaded into an ambulance and taken to hospital under police guard.
Yeah, man. I thought that shit was pretty funny, man. Let me remove that real quick. I thought that was pretty funny. This is the remix with Kelly Dre, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. Subscribe to the channels. You know what I'm saying? I'm on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok. You know what I mean? Got a couple more videos I want to run before I get into some politics. You know what I mean? We talk politics over here a fair amount. If you're new to the channel and you into, you know what I'm saying, political dialogue, you know what I mean? This is the show for you. You know what I'm saying? Actually, yeah, let's run this video real quick. So it was an ISIS terror plot that was unfolded today, man. I wanted to show this video and find out a little bit more on this story, man. So let's check this out. The ISIS terror plot that was unfolded today overseas. I want to get a little bit more info on this. Let's get it.
Jewish people, their plan bone-chillingly similar to the Bondi massacre. The pair sought to unleash atrocity, but it was all undone by an undercover officer.
These are the final moments of freedom for Walid Sadawi, arrested at what he thought would be a weapons handover that was instead a police sting.
Okay, so the looks like the police set up a sting operation for this guy. Thought he was going to be buying some weapons for his militant group. But luckily, it didn't unfold that way.
These are the final moments of freedom for Walid Sadawi, arrested at what he thought would be a weapons handover that was instead a police sting.
I'm arresting you on suspicion of being a terrorist.
He and this man, Ammar Hussein, were plotting to carry out the mass killing of Jews in Britain on a scale feared greater than the Bondi massacre. His allegiance to a terrorist group proudly declared.
Are you
Okay, so bigger than the Bondi massacre. The Bondi massacre happened a couple of weeks ago. You guys may have seen that. I actually covered that on this show, where there was a gunman on the beach in Australia, a couple of gunmen shooting, looks like assault rifles into the crowded beach. And they were actually encountered by civilians 2 separate times that, did the, they played the heroic role. And one of the civilians, I believe, him and his wife actually lost their life. In the beginning, they were the first to encounter the Bondi suspects, and then the second one actually was successful in disarming the gunman. So they're saying, these guys were planning an attack that was bigger than the Bondi massacre. And yeah, so, kind of lets you know the scale of the operation that was going on with this story. Get the lights up.
supporter of ISIS?
Do you want to answer? Yes.
The pair had trained with automatic
Okay,
weapons.
so they just asked him right there.
Do you want to answer? Yes.
Does he have an
Allegiance to a terrorist group proudly declared.
Are you a supporter of ISIS?
Do you want to answer? Yes.
The pair had trained with automatic weapons.
Okay, so admitted ISIS terrorists, terror plot unfolded as they thought they were going to be buying weapons, but instead they ran into the motherfucking police back. And that ain't, if you want some terrorist shit, that ain't where you want to be.
These are the final moments of freedom for Walid Sadawi, arrested at what he thought would be a weapons handover that was instead a police sting.
I'm arresting you on suspicion of being a terrorist.
He and this man, Ammar Hussein, were plotting to carry out the mass killing of Jews in Britain on a scale feared greater than the Bondi massacre. His allegiance to a terrorist group proudly declared.
Are you a supporter of ISIS?
Do you want to answer? Yes.
The pair had trained with automatic weapons, scouted locations around Manchester, and spoken about their plans with who they thought was an Islamic extremist.
Do you understand what's just been said to you?
Yeah, he said to me he's an undercover.
Yeah, just have a think about that. Let that digest.
Yeah. What I said was the truth. I'll stick to what I said.
That was a lie. Convicted in December, Walid Sadawi now sentenced to 37 years jail.
Yeah, so y'all gotta be careful, man. You know what I'm saying? The threat is still real out here, man. That's why I be showing these videos, try to bring this to people's attention. So, you know, just because you don't hear about these terror groups like ISIS and things like that, man, they still out there on the move doing their thing. And actually in America, the #1 terrorist group is white nationalism. You know what I'm saying? Spoken by the Trump administration. They actually put that up. So yeah, gotta be careful, man. I ain't with none of that terrorist shit, man. Innocent people losing their life over somebody else's ideologies. I'm not with, man. I ain't about that. That's not what I stand for on this channel, man. Get the likes up.
Hussein sentenced to 26 years. Their massacre foiled, but the hate that inspired it still rife.
Our Jewish communities live in circumstances where they are more fearful and they have more justification to be fearful than anybody else.
In London, Ben Downey, 7 News.
Yeah, man. So I thought that was a pretty interesting story, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? Keep people with a little bit of awareness what's going on around the world, man. I think we're going to spin back to America. Actually, where's that other story I wanted to show? Yeah, I think we're going to spin back to America, man. I got so many stories I'll be wanting to cover, man, and be having a little bit of time, man. So I'm going to try to run through some of this real quick. Get the likes up, man. Subscribe to the channel. This is the Remix with Callie Dre, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. Stefon Diggs, man, was in court this week. So I want to check in on what was going on with his hearing, man, and what the updates were in that situation, man. This is the Remix
with Callie Dre. And in the court, Patriots wide receiver Stefon Diggs arraigned on assault charges. Good afternoon. I'm Chris Tanaka. Diggs is accused of attacking his personal chef. However, as WBZ's Penny Commit shows us, his attorney says he thinks the case will be tossed out soon.
Okay, so it looks like Stefon Diggs' attorney is just feeling pretty good about the case. Stefon Diggs appears in court briefly on his assault and strangulation charges on his former chef. Get the likes up.
His attorney says he thinks the case will be tossed out soon.
Commonwealth versus Stefon Diggs.
Less than a week after his Super Bowl appearance, New England Patriots star receiver Stefon Diggs inside a Dedham courtroom following an alleged physical altercation with his private chef.
He is completely innocent of these false allegations, that he will be exonerated once the facts have
Hey, Steph Diggs looked pissed off to be in this courtroom, though. He looked pissed off that he even, look at his face, bro. He looked pissed off he even got to go deal with this, man. I don't know what happened between him and this chef, but it went motherfucking left, man. Get the likes in.
He is completely innocent of these false allegations, that he will be exonerated once the facts and evidence are demonstrated in that court.
The alleged victim says she worked as Diggs' personal chef during the NFL season and that they had a dispute over money. She claims that on December 2nd, Diggs smacked her, then, quote, tried to choke her using the crook of his elbow around her neck. She did not report.
Oh, wow. He went old school. Oh, man. The alleged complaint says that Stefon Diggs slapped the girl and then used the corner of his, it choked her out with the inside of his elbow. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's some cruel and unusual punishment if it's true. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know in the comments, man, how y'all feel about this story, man. Y'all think Stefon Diggs really, got physical with his chef, or y'all think that she done made up a story to try to get some bread out of a Super Bowl appearing wide receiver? You know what I'm saying? You never know these days, man. That shit could go either way. Gotta stick with the story, man, and find out the evidence. You feel me? Get the likes.
The alleged assault until December 16th, 2 weeks after it happened.
This is a tough case for the prosecution because not only is it
okay, so that's, just right there off the bat, if she's saying it's 2 weeks after it happened and she went and filed the report, that leaves me some questions right there. Like, why did you wait 2 weeks? What was the purpose of that? You know, because in these cases, man, you have to scrutinize everything, right? If you want to really uncover the truth of what happened, you got to look at everything, every detail, why people did what they did, what was the environment looking like, you know what I mean? And you got to ask those questions, man. So most definitely try to stay tuned in with this and see where it's going to go. Because his lawyer's pretty confident he's going to get it done, right? But I don't know what evidence they have in this shit, man. So we'll have to find out.
This is a tough case for the prosecution because not only is it a he said, she said, but she waited so long to report this to the authorities that's really going to undercut her credibility.
WBZ legal analyst
Most
Jennifer
definitely.
Roman says she wouldn't.
Most definitely. And I listen, message time. Hold on. We're going to go message time. Yeah. Listen, I think that's an important point that all women should take into account. You know what I'm saying? If there's something like that happens to you, the faster that you know, report it, I guess, you know what I mean? The more credibility you're going to have on your side, because it just makes it look, you know, it makes it look like, you know, I don't have to question someone who goes to the authorities the same night or the next day, or, you know, I even give you like 48 hours, you know what I mean? 36 hours, you know what I mean? But after like the third day, you know, you got to start asking questions of like, okay, was it, you know, what's really going on? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's an important point that she brought up. And I think a lot of women, I know it's a traumatizing situation. I don't want to minimize it or no way, shape or form, but I just think from a credibility standpoint, like I've heard women before say, you know, they've had that happen to them and they were afraid that people wouldn't believe them. But the point I try to make is if you take the necessary step, like right out the gate, there's no question as to what else was going on for 2 weeks while you weren't reporting it, right? If this was as big as you say it was, then it should have been something that been handled in that manner. And so that's always a question, not to say, you know, he did it or he didn't do it, because I don't know, but I'm just speaking more on, you know, how I think about things and just how, you know, general credibility would work, right? If somebody stole, you know, your wallet, or somebody stole your credit cards, are you going to wait 2 weeks to call the credit card company? If somebody hit your car in an accident, are you going to wait 2 or 3 weeks to call the insurance company? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you got to kind of really, you know, factor that in. And it's hard. It's a tough situation, you know, for a woman to deal with. And it's all kind of shit going on. And I completely understand that. But I just feel like after a certain amount of days, it should be days, not weeks, to where you report it. Like when it becomes weeks, that's when people start asking questions. I'll throw it out there like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's, you know, that's just kind of how I see it, man. But yeah, so we're going to have to see what's going on with Stefon Diggs, man. And is he going to be able to get out of this like his lawyers say, or are they going to run the full court press on him and try to jam him up and get in his pockets and, you know, seek some jail time? You know what I mean? So let's see what other information we can get from him.
Be surprised if the case got dismissed.
His attorneys could work out a cash settlement with the alleged victim. And with that cash settlement, she agrees not to cooperate in any.
See, and then that's where, for me, it's hard to 100% side with the female in this situation, right? Because if it's just about a cash settlement and you don't want accountability from a legal standpoint, that comes with a more severe penalty than you getting paid, then I mean, I think people have the right to question that you know, decision as well, man. You know what I mean? Get the like set. Y'all let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? But that's just kind of how I feel about it generally. Like, you know what I mean?
Anyway, with the prosecution.
Today's arraignment lasted just about 2 minutes and had been originally delayed due to the playoff season and Super Bowl. In that time, the Boston Globe reported that 2 of Diggs' attorneys withdrew from the case. Diggs had no comment for reporters as he entered or left the courtroom. He's out on personal recognizance and is expected back in court on April 1st. In Dedham, I'm Penny.
Okay. So expected back in court on April 1st. There was another video I wanted to watch on this. Let's check this video.
We turn now to
This
New
is
England
Kelly Drake.
Patriots receiver Stefon Diggs pleading not guilty this morning to assault charges in Massachusetts. The 32-year-old is facing multiple charges after being accused of strangling a private chef over a pay dispute back in December. The judge released Diggs on his own recognizance. Our Brian Buckmeyer joins us now, our legal contributor. Okay, so Brian, this case aside, Stefon is having a rough week, right? You just lost the Super Bowl. There's rumors that, he and Cardi B have broken up. Now you have these allegations. Kind of walk through what.
Wow, so that might be some breaking news right there. I didn't know about that. So it seems that not only did Stefon Diggs and his team lose the Super Bowl, but they saying he might have lost Cardi B ass too. Ooh, yeah, that's a tough week right there, man. Player. You know what I'm saying? That's player. Shit, that's a tough week right there, player. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, you got the court case situation thrown on top of all that, man. So yeah, Stefon Diggs is most definitely is having a roller coaster type of week. You know what I mean? Real shit.
The prosecution's case is here.
It's definitely a tough 2026 for Stefon Diggs. And the allegations here are that it all stems from a financial dispute between employee and employer. This is a personal chef of Stefon Diggs. And according to the allegations, he smacked her across the face and then used what they're calling the crook of his elbow, basically the inside here, to strangle her from behind.
That's old school. That's old school right there. For y'all that don't know, you know what I'm saying? That's old school. You know what I mean? Once you choke a motherfucker up like that, it's you mean business. You know what I'm saying? Once you choke a motherfucker up with the inside of your elbow, you know what I mean? You mean business. You know what I'm saying? So if this is true, shit, he gonna either have to come out the pocket, you know what I'm saying, and get the NDA and settle. But shit, he looked mad as fuck. He looked mad as shit in that courtroom. So he didn't have a look on his face that like somebody that was gonna settle. So I'm very interested to find out, what direction that this case goes in, man. Get the likes.
His elbow, basically the inside here, to strangle her from behind, it appears, and that she felt a loss of breath during this incident. Now, he was released on his own recognizance. It is the strangulation charge is a felony charge where he could face jail time of up to 5 years in prison, but being released on recognizance with no bail or bond does show that the charge may not rise to the level of prison time if he's convicted. But his defense attorney is saying they are going to vigorously fight these claims because
so they're saying basically since he was able to walk out of this courtroom, the strangulation charge may not rise to the level of severe jail time. So I found that to be pretty interesting. Get the likes up, man. It's the remix with Kelly Drake. Appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy, man. Subscribe to the channels. Keep running the views up, man. I appreciate it.
Denying them in their entirety.
Yeah, vehemently denying those claims, according to that statement. Do you expect this case here to go to trial?
Not really. One, because of what the defense attorney said, and two, because the injuries seem to be minor, at least based on the allegations and the fact that he's released his own recognizance, and the fact that this stems from a financial issue. A lot of times when there are cases like this, you might see a discussion behind closed doors of saying, hey, this is about money. How much do you want? How much can we pay? If this is what's called a non-evidence-based prosecution, meaning the prosecution doesn't have the evidence to go forward without the victim, then the victim can simply pull out and say, you know what, I'm not going to participate. You can't prosecute. We've settled this outside of court, and this might not go to trial. But the defense attorney says they want a trial, so we'll see.
Okay, so yeah, Stefon Diggs' team is saying we want our day in court. We want full motherfucking vindication. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how this unfolds, man. I didn't like about this story where they just immediately first start talking about the monetary. It's like, if that's what she's going for, she's not going for jail time. That already lets me know it could be a potential play, ran on Steph Diggs. You know what I'm saying? But he pled not guilty. You want to throw that out there as well. Patriots star Stefon Diggs pleads not guilty in this accusation, and so we'll just have to see how this unfolds, man.
So what do you see that happens from here? What are the next legal steps?
So I think in both arenas, you're going to see negotiations and trying to get rid of this case outside of the court of criminal law, at least, maybe resolving it in a more civil manner. But if it does go down the criminal path, you're going to see an investigation. We might see or hear a 911 call, might see or hear injuries from the alleged victim. We might even see a medical.
Yeah, see, that's what's really gonna make the play, right? Is if there's any 911 phone calls, if there's any kind of audio, video, surveillance tapes, closed circuit, you know what I mean? It's gonna add a lot more to this puzzle, and it's going to add more color to the situation right now, because the situation is just a one-sided allegation at this point. Stefon Diggs hasn't really had his chance to tell his story. He's pled not guilty, so I mean that tells a lot in his story, basically saying he didn't do this. So yeah, we just gotta see, man. Just gotta see.
Or if they ask for medical attention, or if they refuse medical attention, we'll start to see the details play out, I think.
But he is having a rough motherfucking week. I think we can all agree on that. Like Steph Diggs is having a rough motherfucking week, man. Get the likes.
In a case like this, both in the court of law and the court of public opinion. And if there is a trial, it's going to be a very short one, probably sometime in the end of this year or early beginning of next year.
Sure, we'll see how all of this plays out. ABC legal analyst Brian Buckmeyer, thank you for weighing in.
Mark, thank you. We begin with breaking news.
Stay tapped in with that, man, because there's still a lot of unanswered questions on that story as well. And so definitely want to, you know what I mean, give the legal process it's time to unfold. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, get the likes up, man. This is the remix with Kelly Dre. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. I'm going through a few news stories. I want to dive into some politics a little bit, man. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, ladies. Let's get to the ladies real quick, man. Let's get to the ladies because, yeah, y'all got to keep y'all motherfucking head on swivel too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Gives Ted Bundy. Detroit man lured women on Facebook and assaulted them, man. So let's check in with this story. This is the remix with Kelly Dre, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with your boy. We doing this all the time, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channels and make sure y'all like the videos and keep running up the views.
Tonight, women looking for love instead trapped and attacked by a man who they say seemed normal. 3 victims so far and counting. Fox News' Jessica Dupek is live.
Yeah, see, that's what it always be, bruh. Yeah. You hear what he said? I'm gonna spin back what he said, man, because ladies, you gotta look deeper than this part right here.
Who they say seem normal. 3 victims.
Oh shit! Ladies, you can't. Just because a motherfucker seem normal for a little bit, don't mean he normal. You gotta dig deep, man. That's everybody, bro. Like that shit killed me. Motherfuckers be diving into relationships and ready to get married after a month. They got to show like 90 Day Fiance. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, listen. I like to get to know motherfuckers, man, because you know what I mean. With your family, your influence, how you was brought up, your values. You know what I mean? That takes a little bit of time, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, all that, you know what I mean? Unless it's a one-night stand situation type shit, I mean, do you? But if you really, you know, dating and really trying to find somebody and shit, man, take your time and get to know people, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like a minute to get to know a motherfucker, really. And then when you move in with a motherfucker, you get to know a motherfucker for real. Like, so, yeah, man, take your time, man. Have fun with this life, man. You only get one. You know what I'm saying? You only get one, man.
Instead, trapped and attacked by a man who they say seemed normal. 3 victims so far and counting. Fox News' Jessica Dupek is live now with one woman's terrifying story. Jessica.
Well, the suspect here is being held on a $1 million bond. And Roop, you know they don't hand those out easy anymore. Police say that speaks to how dangerous this guy is. Now, let's put a face to the story here. Let's take a look at a picture of 31-year-old Daniil Sandridge Jones from Detroit. He's charged in connection to assaulting at least 3 women. And the common thread is that he met them on Facebook dating. At first, we're told he seemed normal, but after a couple of dates, the women described him as snapping. Then he allegedly attacked. All of the crimes apparently happened at Sandridge Jones' East Side Detroit home. He threw a brick at one woman.
Oh, okay. So all the attacks happened at the suspect's home, man. So I think that's pretty important. You know what I'm saying? Sound like what it sound like to me. You know what I'm saying? I would say let me tell y'all what it sound like to me, man. You know what I mean? It sound like to me These ladies got a little tipsy. You know what I'm saying? Met a brother on Facebook Live. He talked them back to the spot. They probably wasn't vibing the way that he thought they was vibing. And he flipped the fuck out on their ass. That's what happened, Brad. And that's why you got to be careful, man. You can't just be trusting motherfuckers just because they look normal and shit. It's a lot of motherfuckers that look normal that'll slice your ass the fuck up, man. So vet everybody. Trust nobody, and your ass will live longer, man. That's how this shit go. Get the lights.
Jones' East Side Detroit home. He threw a brick at one woman's face and then at her car.
Oh, shit. He threw a brick at a woman's face? I know I didn't hear that shit. Listen, I'm gonna spin that right back because I know for a fact that I did not hear that this brother right here, this normal looking motherfucker right here, then threw a brick at somebody's face, bro. I know I didn't hear that shit. I'm
threw a brick at one woman's face and then at her car.
Oh shit!
Choked and beat another woman allegedly. And in the case of 27-year-old Jacayla Archie, he stabbed her multiple times in the neck and made her drive around at knife point throughout the city of Detroit. She had no idea what his plans with her were.
Ladies, be on the lookout. You know what I'm saying? Hey, brother might look like he got a job. He doing some construction and shit out there. Hey, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. You know what I'm saying? Don't be fooled.
I definitely thought I wasn't going to survive, like, at all. I never thought I was ever going to make it out of there. It was to the point where I started praying and things of that nature. And when he found out that I was praying and when he heard me whisper God, he was like, you believe in God? You believe in God? I knew that he had did this to multiple women prior. I just had a feeling like you had to do this before because he was too comfortable.
Wow.
Yeah, Jacayla said that at first, though, everything seemed normal. It seemed like casual dating. Now, she was able to escape last month when this all happened. After several hours, they went back to his East Side Detroit home. She said he got distracted by a phone call. She was able to grab her keys and get out of there, but she sincerely...
Oh, shit. So she had to dip out like Cassie dipped out on the Diddy tape. She had to tiptoe up out that motherfucker, grab her keys, hit the door while this motherfucker went and grabbed a phone call in the other room. Ain't that hey, listen, man. And here's what I'll say too, right? If you ever do find yourself in a situation like that, man, and you feeling unsafe, the thing that pisses me off about these situations is not the initial decision making, right? It's the motherfuckers that, they went back and then they went back and then they like, bruh, if it's like that fucked up, why you keep going back, bruh? Why the fuck you keep? You better find somewhere else to go. Take your ass somewhere else. Just sneak and get your keys. Get the fuck up out of there, bitch. Like this motherfucker crazy. And so I look at life real simple, man. I call a spade a spade. I call the play whatever it is, bro. I'm not delusional. Apple is a fucking apple. An orange is a fucking orange, bro. And so once you come to that realization, you can make better decisions in your life. You know what I'm saying? Real
not
shit.
sure if she'll make it out alive. Now, we did talk to Detroit police about this case. They are investigating. They had a lot to say, including the possibility of more victims. We'll get into that later on The Edge at 11. For now, live in downtown Detroit, Jessica Dupnack, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, wild story, man. Wild story. So, yeah, if you on that Facebook dating app, you know what I'm saying? You over there getting freaky and shit on Facebook dating. Yeah, better be careful, man. Because, it's a lot of goofy shit going on out here, man. The more shows that I do and the more that I'm really applying myself to try to find good content for the people, man, like you find that it's a bunch of bullshit going on in the world, man. There's a whole bunch of bullshit going on in the world, man. What is this, man? Oh, you know what? I did want to show this story. Let me show this story, man. We talk about a bunch of bullshit that's going on in the world, but this is actually a very good story, man. So it says
a terrifying moment followed by an act of heroism on a metro highway.
There it is. Terrifying highway crash turns into a remarkable rescue on I-670, man. So let's check in with this, find out what's going on. It's the Remix with Callie Dre, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy.
Caught on camera. You'll see it only on Fox 4. A car flips with a family inside.
Their only way out was with the help of a group of Good Samaritans. Fox 4's Malik Jackson joins us from Kansas City, Kansas, overlooking I-670. Malik, you spoke with the mother and son who came to the rescue.
Yes, we did, Lauren, and this is truly remarkable video, as you'll see in just a second. This car essentially flipped over on its side in the middle of this highway, and this family needing help, and these drivers, these bystanders, deciding to stop and to take action.
Get him out, get him out, get him out. Get him, son.
Once I heard it was kids, I heard kids. I didn't know how many kids there were, but I just heard kids, so I'm just like, we got to get the kids out of there.
These are the moments as Chris Randolph and his mother, Glenda Randolph, were driving on Wednesday here on I-670 when they couldn't help but notice a car in distress.
I see the traffic stopping, so I'm getting ready to go all the way to the right. I see something over here.
Son, get him out.
Without hesitation, his mother tells him to stop. He jumps out of the car and runs over to help, at one point physically jumping on the car.
This guy right here is the guy that pushes the seat back.
This is video Glenda Randolph took as she prayed while this all played out. And then
Glenda Randolph and her son,
there was a child in the car.
It's a baby? Oh, Lord.
When you realized that there was a little girl in there, how did that affect?
This brother right here is a hero, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to salute to the heroes when they out there and they show themselves. You know what I mean? So this brother right here stepped into action when it was needed, man. Car flipped over on the freeway with a baby in it, family in the car. Brother hopped out, mom cheering him on. He hops on the car, starts opening the door, trying to get the family out, man. So most definitely salute to this brother, man. Definitely the hero employee of the motherfucking month in this bitch, man. Get the likes up.
Your mindset.
To move faster, because not knowing what was going to happen in the situation.
Move faster is exactly what they did. Not only was the child pinned inside, according to Chris, the mom was also pinned because of how the car crashed, with her foot stuck on the gas pedal. And finally, with the help of the group, they were able to get the little girl out, and soon after, they managed to get her mother out as well.
Have mercy, Jesus.
But stopping for the Randolphs wasn't just a choice. They believed they had to. Glenda lost her husband, Chris's dad, in a car accident in 2012 after he was hit by a drunk driver.
You know, we lost our father in a car crash.
Okay.
And, you know, I just wanted one thing is just like, I wish somebody was there to grab him.
Highway, you know, I know what it's like to lose someone on the highway. If you see somebody in distress,
yeah, me too.
Help.
Me too.
You never know. It may be you, it may be your loved one one day, and you could possibly save a life.
Yeah. Now I wanted to just drop that, man. You know what I mean? I thought that was a dope story. You know, out of all the bullshit and the weird shit and the goofy ass shit we see out here in the streets, man, you know, it's important to highlight when people actually do, you know, make the right decisions, man, put their life on the line, try to help other people and try to make a difference in this motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely always gonna try to highlight things like that, man. That brother, you know, you gotta take your hat off to him. He stepped into action when it was needed. And yeah, that's the kind of thing we got going on. But for every one good story, you know what I'm saying? We back to the motherfucking bullshit, bro. Video shows Miami-Dade deputy admitting he met a dating app user who identified as a 15-year-old girl, man. Y'all not gonna believe this story right here, man. This the remix with Callie Dre. Get the likes up, subscribe to the channel, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with your
This morning, a deputy caught in a child predator sting operation.
Deputy.
Staged by a group of citizens, not police.
And we do want to warn you what you're about to see and hear.
And I think that's important, man. So the police did not set this sting operation up. That the community set this sting operation up, man. So that's how you know shit's real. You know what I mean? Let's go.
This morning, a deputy caught in a child predator sting operation staged by a group of citizens, not police.
And we do want to warn you what you're about to see and hear is graphic.
It's right here.
With an undercover camera rolling, a group calling itself 561 Predator Catchers chases down and confronts a guy on the streets of Delray Beach Friday night.
Yeah, you're done.
But this is no ordinary man. Chris Diaz is a Miami-Dade Sheriff's deputy.
You're not, but you were just touching a 15-year-old's face. Why?
She said she was 15, yes.
Wow. And how old are you?
Me, I'm 15.
Not 30.
No, I put 50 on my profile. It's 50 on my profile.
50 years old coming to meet a 15-year-old.
Are you sure? Yes, it's him.
Oh, they
Why?
got him. They got him.
Because I actually thought she was 18 or 19.
561 Predator Catchers, a citizens group determined to expose online predators, talked to Diaz, showed him his own text messages to the woman who posed as a young girl.
It's your picture. He sent the picture.
What is that?
Your microscopic.
What did you say?
You kissed him. You're touching the face.
Hey, listen, read this. What does that say?
I want to kiss you and I want to.
The Delray Beach Police Department arrest report details a lot more than what we see on the video. Earlier this week, the report says Diaz and a woman posing as a 15-year-old girl matched on 2 different dating apps. 561's Dustin Lampro said
2 different dating apps. 2 different dating apps. Yeah, they got him. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? You can't argue no coincidence with that, man. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Miami-Dade deputy accused of trying to meet minors. Wow.
By design.
So we have online decoys, people that sit online posing as underage minors, and they sit on there waiting for people to message them, and right away they'll let them know, hey, I'm only 14, 15, 13 years old.
The report says Diaz disregarded the fact that the decoy told him she was 15. They FaceTimed on multiple occasions, and the woman posing said Diaz would touch himself.
And he even sent pictures of his.
Oh, no, Diaz.
Diaz and the decoy agreed to meet Friday night at a movie theater. The report says Diaz said, quote, I want to kiss you, then touched her breasts over her clothes. During her interview, the woman told officers she kept on saying no, no, no. And because she told Diaz she was feeling uneasy, they headed outside. That's when 561 Predator Catchers ran them down.
How old did she say she was?
She said she was 15, yes.
Wow. And how old are you?
Me, I'm 50.
What did you send before you said that? What is that?
That's my penis.
Good. Are you kidding?
Oh, well, what the fuck? Oh, yeah. Send his ass off to jail, bro. Hey, bro. Hey. You need to protect your motherfucking neck when you get to the county and when you get to that prison cell, because they gonna whoop your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get the lights up, man. This is a remix with Kelly Drake. Miami deputy accused of trying to meet a minor and got exposed.
Kidding me?
No, it's
to a 15-year-old.
I'm not going to lie.
What does that end email mean?
Which one?
This
yeah,
one.
that one.
What does that mean?
I'm a police officer.
That's what I thought.
You're a police officer.
Yeah.
Where?
Miami-Dade.
Wow.
You're a Miami-Dade police officer? Yeah. No. Are you kidding me?
These Predator Catchers play a dangerous game.
Wow. I can't even. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. The guy from behind the camera comes in and asks him what's those initials mean, and this guy reveals that he's a Miami-Dade police officer.
You're a police officer.
Yeah.
Where?
Miami-Dade.
Oh,
police
no.
officer. That's what I thought.
You're a police
officer. No. I know he didn't say. I got to spin that.
Are you kidding me?
No, it's
to a 15-year-old.
I'm not going to lie.
What does that end email mean?
Which one?
This
yeah,
one.
that one.
What does that mean?
I'm a police officer.
That's what I thought.
You're a police officer.
Yeah.
Where?
Oh,
Where?
it's over.
Miami-Dade.
It's over.
You're a Miami-Dade police officer?
It's over.
Are you kidding me?
These Predator Catchers play a dangerous game. Diaz had his gun on him.
And yeah, this guy is a monster.
And
He
he was
does not
strapped.
deserve to be a police officer.
Wow.
Miami-Dade Sheriff Rosie Cordero.
He went to go. Miami-Dade police officer goes to meet a 15-year-old girl. Got caught up in a sting operation, and he's strapped. Yeah, you better hope that wasn't your issue gun, Brad, because they go write your ass up for that too.
Stutz did not waste any time reacting to the Diaz arrest when she heard of it. Just after midnight, she said that she would.
Get the likes up, man. Yeah, we done with that. We done with that. As y'all can see, it's a bunch of goofy ass shit going on in the world, man. And so, I'm tapped into bringing this shit to y'all, man. Keep running the views up, you know what I'm saying? Keep subscribing to the channel, man. I definitely appreciate it, man. YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram. It's all scrolling on the bottom of the screen, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's some wild shit going on out here, man. What other story that I want to cover on this day, man? Y'all let me know in the comments too, man, if If it's other stories that y'all want me to cover, make sure y'all send them to me, man, on one of the platforms, Instagram, Facebook, all that. You know what I mean? Oh, I got I got one for you, motherfuckers, man. Hey, this shit happened, I believe, the other day, man. Burglary suspects in a U-Haul changed vehicles during an LA pursuit. Y'all not gonna believe this shit, man. Get the likes up, man. This is the remix with Callie Dre. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with the show. Support the platform, man. Rock with your boy. I'm gonna rock
News
with
in
you.
Hyde Park. Police still looking for the driver who picked up 2 burglary suspects in the middle of an early morning pursuit. The suspects ditched a U-Haul, then jumped into that getaway car before officers caught up with them. KTLA's Carlos Herrera live now in Hyde Park with the latest. Carlos, good morning.
Hi, Jess. Good morning. And the crews has just removed the vehicle involved in that crash with that pursuit vehicle. The woman behind the wheel of that car is okay. This, of course, as you mentioned, the search continues in this area for the driver of that black Lexus. Let's get you straight to Sky 5 as police are intensifying their search, both in the air and on the ground. We're hearing from investigators that they will be bringing in canines to search several homes in this area of 52nd Street and 2nd Avenue, where that man was last seen hiding. They're also trying to determine at this moment if he is actually inside a home in this neighborhood. Police saying the entire situation started at around 4:40 this morning when multiple suspects were spotted loading a U-Haul truck with what appeared to be stolen cannabis-related gummies and vape pens from a warehouse over in the Central Alameda area during the...
Okay, so yeah, most definitely. It's a lot of warehouses and you know what I'm saying, pot spots over in that area. You know what I mean? This is the U-Haul that was used in the caper. And as you can see, you know, yeah, they didn't load it. They started loading them up. You know what I mean? But y'all not gonna believe how they got away.
Gummies and vape pens from a warehouse over in the Central Alameda area. During the initial pursuit, some of those suspects, according to LAPD, jumped from the moving truck, and the remaining thieves eventually stopped and abandoned the truck at the Randy's Donuts over on La Cienega and Manchester.
Hey, Randy's Donuts. Hey, that's a very, very popular donut shop over there on La Cienega, Manchester, over by the airport. You know what I mean? And yeah, oh yeah, yeah. These boys are getting down. But y'all not gonna believe this shit, man. Y'all not gonna believe this shit. Let's check in with a little bit more of the story. This is the remix with Callie Dre. Appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy, man. Let's go.
There goes one person out on foot and getting into a car. In the back of the car, 2 people in the back.
So hold on. We gotta spin that back. They hop out the U-Haul. Hop out the U-Haul when the ones come. You know what I mean? Hop out the U-Haul when the police show up. Oh, you think they on foot? But nah, they got a whole nother motherfucking plan.
There goes one person out on foot and getting into a car. In the back of the car, 2 people in the back. Ooh!
Sky 5 overhead as those officers on foot try to stop the crooks. 2 of them jumped into a black Lexus sedan, pulled up at the location rather, and sped away with police in pursuit. This was just after 5 a.m. Situation escalating when the Lexus driver allegedly rammed a police SUV and didn't stop. Instead, led officers on a dangerous pursuit through the 405 near LAX, several surface streets as well in the West LA area and South LA neighborhoods.
Look at that. That was coordinated. Listen, that's some serious shit right there. They on a whole nother pursuit. They on a whole nother move, right? They on a whole nother move. And out of nowhere, a black Lexus comes, scoop everybody up, and they out of there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, I don't know if that was planned out or they just called somebody while they was on the run. But listen, you want to talk about being on time with some shit. You want to talk about your timing being impeccable out this motherfucker, man. God damn it. It don't get no better than this, man. Get the likes up. Subscribe to the channel, man. This is the remix with Callie Dre, man. Let's go.
And Manchester.
There goes one person out on foot and getting into a car. In the back of the car, 2 people in the back. Ooh!
Boom, they out of there.
Overhead as those officers on foot try to stop the crooks. 2 of them jumped into a black Lexus sedan, pulled up at the location rather, and sped away with police in pursuit. This was just after 5 a.m. Situation escalating when the Lexus driver allegedly rammed a police SUV and didn't stop. Instead, led officers on a dangerous pursuit through the 405 near LAX, several surface streets as well in the West LA area and South LA neighborhoods. The car running numerous red lights, traveling upwards of 100 miles an hour, only slowing down as one or two suspects got out of the vehicle and ran away. That chase eventually made its way to Arlington Avenue in West.
Yeah, this chase was, hey, they're not fucking around, man. Listen, I don't know if this was a plan. I don't know if this was a play. I don't know if they caught a motherfucker and they was on the way.
in the back.
But listen, they running a whole nother scam over here. They got the back of this U-Haul filled with gummies and all kind of vapes and all kind of shit, right? They in the middle of a whole nother motherfucking play. And then the black Lexus shows up and saves the day.
There goes one person out on foot and getting into a car in the back of the car. Two people in the back. Whoa!
Sky 5 overhead as those officers on foot try to stop the crooks. Two of them jumped into a black Lexus sedan, pulled up at the location rather, and sped away with police in pursuit. This was just after 5 a.m. Situation escalating when the Lexus driver allegedly rammed a police SUV and didn't stop. Instead, led officers on a dangerous pursuit through the 405 near LAX, several surface streets as well in the West LA area and South LA neighborhoods. The car running numerous red lights, traveling upwards of 100 miles an hour, only slowing down as one or two suspects got out of the vehicle and ran away. That chase eventually made its way to Arlington Avenue and West 48th Street here in Hyde Park, where the pursuit vehicle was struck by another car as it tried to run a red light. The car spun out and the suspects were seen running away. Video here showing the man.
That ain't how it ended. Hold on. I thought that was how it ended. Hold on. Let me spin that back. Whoa.
That chase eventually made its way to Arlington Avenue and West 48th Street here in Hyde Park, where the pursuit vehicle was struck by another car as it tried to run a red light. The car spun out and the suspects were seen running away. Video here showing the man believed to be the driver climbing fences and running through yards in an attempt to escape. Authorities have been searching for him since then. This morning, LAPD with a very urgent message for those who live nearby.
It's wild out here, man.
We prefer everyone to stay inside their homes. We don't know whether or not the suspect is armed or not, but we do take it serious because, like I said, a felony crime did occur. This area will be affected for about 2 hours. And so if anyone could just avoid Arlington and 48th Street, that'd be much appreciated.
Good luck with that, man. Good luck with that, man, because it's all business district over there. You know what I'm saying? People going to the warehouses. You know what I mean? They got like the garment fashion district over there where you go get a bunch of shit real cheap. You know what I mean? Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, man. Hey, but it's going down out here. This is the Wild Wild West, man. You never know what the fuck gonna go on when you wake up and step your ass outside of this motherfucker, man. What else did I want to talk about tonight, man? Oh, yeah, man. Listen, this shit came across my screen today, too, man. Y'all let me know if this is real, man. Because I don't know. I can't tell, man. It says gets into a heated altercation with a man in a wheelchair and a head. I don't know if this shit is y'all let me know. And when is this shit real? Still not convinced. Put the him in the wheelchair out and then goes back up on stage. I don't know. It looks like they're checking on him.
Did we put him in the headlock? Charles, why you just put that man in the headlock?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That shit kind of looked like a play to me, man. Here, let me watch this one more. I ain't even watched this shit. Let me watch this.
Say, man!
Yeah.
Say, man!
that looked a little fake to me, bro. I don't know. That shit just came across my timeline. And yeah, that looked a little fake to me, bro. I don't know about that. Cause I mean, why would anybody let them choke a dude in a fucking wheelchair? Like, I don't know, bro. That's what I'm saying. It just been a bunch of weird ass shit that's been popping up on my shit, bro. Like, I can't explain half of the shit that's going on in the world, bro. But the only thing I can say is, I mean, if you getting paid for it, keep doing the dumb shit. But if you ain't getting paid for it, then stop doing the dumb shit, bro. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how other simpler way I could put this shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we finna move on. I think that shit look a little bit playish to me, man. So I don't know. We'll have to see on that. But what else did I want to cover with y'all, man? So look, the next story says 83-year-old woman, her home was shot up 80 times. So I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments if this is real. Like at this point, AI taking all this shit. I can't believe none of this shit unless it's like some video with it. You know what I'm saying? Get the likes up, man. Let me know what y'all think about this.
Our top story, an 83-year-old Savannah woman doesn't feel safe in her own home after dozens of bullets were fired through her walls around 8 Wednesday
Damn,
night.
she made it? Hold up. Bro, listen, I saw the caption on this video and I didn't watch it. But it says 83-year-old woman home shot over 80 times. I just automatically assumed that she was out of there, bro. That she was in the upper room. But it sounds like she might have survived this, man. So let's
Our top story, an 83-year-old Savannah woman doesn't feel safe in her own home after dozens of bullets were fired through her walls around 8 Wednesday night.
WSAV's Jillian Coles spoke with the homeowner about her terrifying experience.
What started as a normal night for Mary Ann Pickard turned frightening very quickly when more than 80 gunshots rang out. They believe they were fired from this spot right here.
And while I was sitting there watching TV, I heard bam, bam.
Before Mary Ann Pickard purchased her house 4 months ago, she questioned why there were holes above the sink. She says her realtor told her it was likely from kids playing with BB guns. But after Wednesday night, neighbors told her her home had been targeted before.
She said, in this very yard, someone had shot up some cars. No one told me that. If you are purchasing a home, that is going to be your safe haven. That's supposed to be your safe haven.
She says she was going through her normal nightly routine, but instead of sitting in her usual spot in the kitchen, she moved to the back of the house. She believes that decision saved her life. More than 80 gunshots tore through windows, picture frames, and walls in the front of her home. Pickard says she believes the gunfire may have been meant for someone who lived in the house before her.
You can take somebody.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so, man. What y'all think this 80-year-old lady been out here in these streets doing to get 80 shots sent through her front window? Like, yeah, shit. Hey, listen, ma'am. I hope you ain't out there in them streets, man. I hope you ain't out there in the motherfucking streets, man. Get the light.
His life who has nothing to do with whatever the issue is. Right now, you see people they are going to retaliate. You shoot me, I shoot you. I shoot my brother. You shoot my brother, I'm gonna shoot your sister.
Yeah, that's
I'm
a
not
fact.
involved in anything like that.
She says video she provided to the police shows the shots coming.
Miss Lady right here, she said she ain't involved with none of this. She ain't involved with nothing. Okay? She's staying completely out the motherfucking way, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, shit, you gotta, man, we gotta try to clean the neighborhoods up, man. We gotta try to lean on the politicians, man, to clean the neighborhoods up, lean on the community to, you know, to get more involved in cleaning the neighborhoods up, man, so these kind of incidences don't happen. Get the lights up. 83-year-old woman house shot more than 80 times. Unbelievable.
Anything like that.
She says video she provided to the police shows the shots coming from across the street. They are still finding bullet casings between that location and the house. She says this kind of violence isn't something she expected in this neighborhood.
This neighborhood and other neighborhoods should not be fearful of going out in their yards or coming home.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's a fact, man. You know what I mean? We got to do better on that shit. We got to do better on that shit, but I don't know what the fuck going on, but we got to do better. Like, shit. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about these stories, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. I think that was pretty much the news that I wanted to get to, man. Is there anything else? While I'm thinking about that, man, y'all, oh, nah, I want to talk about this right here. I want to talk about this right here. Actually, I want to talk about two more stories. I think I'm going to get into some politics, man. Actually, I got three more stories. So here, let me run these real quick. Let me run these and get these out the way. This one is they got new suspects. It's an update. New suspect images on a Bronx triple shooting that killed a teenager, man. So I wanted to check in with this story and find out the updates. So I think I covered it on a previous show, man. So let's check in with this real quick.
Tonight, a people wanted in connection to a triple shooting in the Bronx. The NYPD releasing these images just in the past hour. These are the four people they are now looking for.
Okay, so they're looking for four suspects. They released the images, new suspect images in the Bronx triple shooting that killed a
tonight,
teenager.
a people wanted in connection to a triple shooting in the Bronx. The NYPD releasing these images just in the past hour. These are the four people they are now looking for. A 16-year-old boy was killed in the gunfire in Kingsbridge last night. Two other teens now recovering. Eyewitness News reporter Marcus Solis talked to the heartbroken father of the boy who died. He's live with what we know tonight. Marcus?
And Mike, a small memorial here on 238th Street. This is the street where those images were captured of the four persons of interest that police released just a short time ago. It is the block where teens were running for their lives in another clip of surveillance video. And yes, the shooting has left one family devastated.
Wrong person, bro. Wrong person. Wrong one. Wrong one.
Choking back tears while insisting his son was in the wrong.
Yes, he's saying his son was in the wrong place at the wrong time. 16-year-old killed, two others injured in Kingsbridge in New York. They just released the footage, the images of the suspects and some of the surveillance footage.
Wrong place at the wrong time. Last night, 3 teenagers were shot during a dispute near 238th Street and Broadway in Kingsbridge. 16-year-old Christopher Redding was killed. Police are investigating whether the shooting was gang-related.
He's an awesome kid. Great. That gang stuff, that's not him. You know, he's like every other teenager, likes the music, but he don't indulge. It's just a very tough time because, you know, it's always the good ones that this happened to.
You can hear the shots being fired on surveillance video that shows teens running to escape the gunfire. Another.
Yeah, so this is the surveillance video of the shooting. And as y'all can see, they're in the middle of the snow, letting them things fly, man.
You can hear the shots being fired on surveillance video that shows teens running to escape the gunfire. Another clip shows a glimpse of an individual pulling the trigger, then running away. The shooting was on the street, but the events that led up to it started inside a McDonald's around the corner.
It was going to get something to eat. Some kids supposed to have started trouble and words was exchanged or whatever, and that's what happened.
Redding played football at nearby John F. Kennedy High School. He was shot in the back and pronounced dead at St. Barnabas Hospital. A 13.
Hold up, man. What kind of high school? Hey, listen, this is one of the reasons, man. Hey, shout out to New York, man. But this is one of the reasons I can't really. Brett, how many people this high school fit? Bronx Theater High School. Is this all one high school or is this just like one section of the high school? You know, they'll stack your ass up in New York, man. You'd be at a fucking 15, 20-story building out this bitch. Y'all let me know in the comments, man. This John F. Kennedy High School, y'all know. Is this the entire building right here? I'm just curious, man.
He was shot in the back and pronounced dead at St. Barnabas Hospital. A 13-year-old female was shot in the leg, as was another 15-year-old male. This morning, Mayor Mamdani was asked about recent shootings in the Bronx, which he characterized as
heartbreaking and horrific. And I'm thankful for the work of the NYPD, not only in responding to them, but also in the actions they're taking to ensure that we work to prevent them in the future.
This afternoon, the NYPD released this video of 4 people, 3 men.
Okay, so 3 men and 1 female, it looks like. So yeah, y'all better lay low in this motherfucker, man, because they all y'all ass. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better lay low.
1 female, persons of interest in connection with the shooting.
These kids don't have God in their life. That's what
Yeah, that's a tough thing right there, man. That's a tough thing, man. Definitely prayers out to his son and the other people that were shot. But yeah, them 4 people that showed up on that video, y'all better lay low, man, because NYPD on y'all ass, man. So what other? It was another story that I wanted to look at. Oh yeah, this is another story out of New York. New York, we back to back in New York, man.
30-year-old man faces a list of charges accused of sexually abusing children at a daycare center in Bushwick.
Yeah, that's what you heard. 30-year-old man charged with sexual abuse at a Brooklyn daycare center. Like how this shit went on, I have no motherfucking clue, Brad. And it seems like there was allegations and wasn't nobody doing a goddamn thing about this shit, man. So let's zone in on this real quick.
30-year-old man faces a list of charges accused of sexually abusing children at a daycare center in Bushwick. News 12's Tim Harfman spoke exclusively with a parent as well as a former employee who say their concerns were ignored.
Exclusive video given to News 12 shows Devontae Brown in handcuffs. Investigators say the 30-year-old Bed-Stuy resident was a teacher at the Learning Factory in Bushwick, where he spent nearly a year and a half sexually assaulting at least 4 girls under the age of 10.
I feel like there's some type of justice.
Beverly Bernard claims her young daughter attended the daycare and was abused by Brown last summer.
I seen behavior in my kid where she didn't want to come here.
This mother shared photos of the bruising on her daughter's
Right,
body.
she didn't want to come there, bro, because she knew this sick bastard was in charge of doing some shit he wasn't supposed to be doing, man. And yeah, this sad story right here, bro. This shit kind of shit pissed me off, man.
Which News 12 has chosen not to air.
She just ran to me and just held me and cried. And we were supposed to go to Chuck E. Cheese after that. And I told her I'm taking her to the hospital. And she was like, "Thank you, mommy. Thank you for taking me to the hospital."
Bernard says she reported the incident to the owner, but was ignored multiple times. Marcus Alston tells us he spent 6 months working at the daycare and also reported inappropriate behavior.
I left here because I voiced my opinions and concerns about Mr. Brown, and they fell on deaf ears.
Brown
Yeah, so everybody was telling them about, Mr. Brown, you know what I'm saying, doing some shit he wasn't supposed to be doing with these kids, and ain't nobody listening. So yeah, that's a travesty right there, man. That's nasty work, man. Y'all gotta fucking do better, bro. Y'all gotta do better.
Faces a list of charges including sexual abuse, forcible touching, and endangering the welfare of a child. He's being held on $150,000 cash bail, $300,000 insurance bond, or $500,000 partially secured bond. Brown's next court appearance is March 27th. Meanwhile, notices posted to the front door say the Learning Factory is temporarily closed due to
due to what?
To a health department mandate.
Oh no, it ain't no fucking health department mandate. It ain't no health department. You want to know why this? You want to know why this daycare is closed? Y'all want to know why this daycare is closed, bro? Let me show y'all why this daycare is closed right here, bro. Right here. This motherfucker right here. This motherfucker.
Investigators say the 30-year-old.
That guy, right there. That's the reason the fuck. It ain't got nothing to do with no health mandate. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing. So I like to just be clear. You know what I mean? I don't like to sugarcoat shit. But yeah, that's a sad story, man. Bronx, New York. You know what I mean? New York. Yeah, y'all gotta get these motherfuckers off the street like that, bro. That's unacceptable. I mean, it sounds like people were trying to, alert, authorities or alert, authority figures, and wasn't nobody listening, man. And so you can't blame the victims when people were actually speaking out in situations like that. I mean, you got to just do an investigation. I mean, that's what the fuck y'all get paid to do, right? To investigate that shit. And so yeah, definitely a sad story, man. Prayers out to the people that's affected. And yeah, what I mean, Rikers Island, I'm sure they got them picks ready. I mean, they sharpening them picks right now, waiting on this motherfucker to walk his ass up in there, bro. Because yeah, that's unacceptable, man. There was one more story I wanted to look at before I jump into a little bit of politics. What I'm looking like on time, man. So it says new information on missing Virginia police officer wanted for shooting a woman. So I wanted to check in with this story, man. It's the remix with Kelly Dre. Appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. Let me check this out real quick.
Virginia State Police is saying 44-year-old Charles Stokes, who's a Cambridge police officer, is considered armed and dangerous after a domestic dispute Sunday involving his child's mother. I spoke with Stokes' sister, and she tells me she has begged him to come home, but has gotten no response. Stokes' sister, who's also a police officer, spoke with me off camera about her brother. She tells me Sunday evening she got a call from an unknown number that ended up being her brother, 44-year-old Charles Stokes. What was an emotional phone call, as you can imagine, ended with his sister saying, quote, "Come home. We will deal with the rest later." His sister says she has not been able to reach the unknown number and hasn't heard from him since Monday. Her brother is accused of shooting a woman who his sister says is the mother of his child. She was in the car outside Stokes' home Sunday afternoon in Lunenburg County. Cambridge police confirmed Stokes was off duty at the time of the shooting, and pictures on your screen show the victim's car at Cambridge Fire Station, where she went for help moments after she was shot.
Wow, so it looks like the suspect shot the woman, she went for help, and he fled the scene.
State police say after the shooting, Stokes left in a car that was later found Sunday at a business in North Carolina. Police believe he then stole a silver Honda Civic with Virginia tags and is currently in that car. I asked family members what led to Sunday's violence, and they don't know. However, they described Stokes and the victim's relationship as tumultuous and said she was a former Cambridge officer. State police ask if you have any information.
Yeah, that's a shocking story, man. So looks like this guy right here, Virginia police officer, on the run for shooting a woman that he had a previous connection or contact with. So yeah, that's another unbelievable story, man. Shit, you gotta even watch the police nowadays, man. You gotta watch the police, you gotta watch your friends, you gotta watch your family, you gotta watch the paramedics. Hell, you always have to watch the police. I mean, if you black, I guess, you know what I'm saying? If you black or you're a minority, you most definitely always have to watch the police. But I mean, who the fuck who can you trust? Who can you trust at this point? Who the hell can I trust at this? Shit. That list that got shot. Who can you run to? You know what I'm saying? When they had that song, who can you run to? You know what I mean? You can't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? And this is just another example of that, man. The people that's supposed to protect and serve is out here shooting people and going on around. So if they getting caught up in some shit like that, how the fuck do you expect a regular person to avoid these kinds of situations, man? So we all gotta just do better, man. I think, and hold ourselves to a higher standard, man. And before situations get too heated, man, try to de-escalate that shit, man, because it ain't worth it, man. That shit ain't worth it. You know what I mean? Now everybody like fucked up because you done got high and shot somebody and went on around and shit. That's affecting all of us,
This
bro.
officer
More than you
took
fucking know, bro. So yeah, enough of that. I want to get into a little bit of politics real quick, man. Lady, you're gonna have to remove yourself from my show. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell going on with you, but I got a show to do, man. Get the likes up. This is the remix with Kelly Dre. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. We covering news, we covering entertainment, we covering whatever's going on around the globe. We done spun to Australia, we spun to Europe tonight, man. We all over the place, man, because I feel like it's a lot of interesting shit happening all over the place. And I'm gonna try to cover it. If I see it, you know what I mean, I'm gonna pull it up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let the people decide. You know what I mean? But yeah, I appreciate y'all for tapping in with the show, man. I want to get a little bit political right now, man. I want to get into a little bit of politics, and change the direction a little bit, man, because it was a couple of interesting things that came out today. And so let me see, where is this story at, man? It was actually a couple of stories that I wanted to talk about. Where is, get the likes up, man. Support the channel. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I want to take a look at this story right here, man. So it looks like Judge Cannon, if you're familiar with Judge Cannon, I believe she's out of Florida, man. And so they are saying, accusing allegedly Judge Cannon of some very questionable behavior, man, on behalf of Donald Trump and the Trump administration. So it says Judge Cannon caught trying to delete files for Donald Trump. So let's check in with this, man, and find out what this is all about. This is the remix from Kelly Dre, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy, man. Let's go.
Eileen Cannon are being called out before the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals for trying to destroy Volume 2 of Special Counsel Jack Smith's report in connection with his criminal prosecutions of Donald Trump. One, of course, involved Trump's conduct relating to the January 6th insurrection. That's Volume 1. Volume 2 relates to Donald Trump taking highly classified and sensitive information, like potentially nuclear secrets, and hiding it at Mar-a-Lago and then obstructing justice. That was the criminal case before Judge Eileen Cannon. You'll recall that she dismissed the case on some frivolous basis, saying that the special counsel is unconstitutional. She was the only judge to ever make that type of ruling. And then after Trump won the election, the appeals in that matter were essentially mooted. But the only issue remaining before Judge Cannon, and that has been remaining, is because all of the files and documents regarding the Mar-a-Lago document case were before her, she just needs to basically issue a release of the documents, specifically Special Counsel Jack Smith's report, Volume 2, which lays out the special counsel's findings regarding the crimes that Donald Trump was being prosecuted for. But you see,
so basically, Judge Cannon was in charge of one of the cases Donald Trump was prosecuted for, and they are basically, again, accusing her of, not playing straight down the middle, right? There was previous accusations that she was slow walking some of the federal trials that Donald Trump was involved in, and now there's accusations that Judge Eileen Cannon, has been caught trying to delete files for Donald Trump. So let's check in a little bit more with this, because I think this is very, very important. If we have a federal judge deleting files for a president, there's all kinds of issues constitutionally, legally, societally with that. So let's check in a little bit more with this.
what Judge Cannon did for over a year was do nothing. After Donald Trump won the election, she refused to make any rulings at all, especially while the DOJ switched over from the Biden DOJ to the Trump DOJ. She took no action. And because she took so long to do anything, where she was supposed to make some ruling one way or another regarding the report prepared by Special Counsel Jack Smith, the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals had to actually intervene. That's the circuit court that oversees the Southern District of Florida Court. Cannon's in the Fort Pierce Division. And they said, Cannon, you've got to make a ruling one way or another regarding this report so it can come back to us and we can decide what happens with the report. And
right, and that's the slow walking that I was talking about. She refused to make a ruling, so much so that the New York office had to kind of reach out to her and encourage her to do what she was legally obligated to do. And so again, the injustices that have taken place surrounding this administration, they're not always overt. Sometimes it's a judge in the background that is manipulating, slow walking documents, refusing to make rulings so that things get strung out and stretched out, which gives more time for defendant Trump to run out the clock to evade justice. And so that's why these things are important, man. Judge Eileen Cannon, if this is true, then she needs to be removed from her job. She probably needs to be sitting in front of a judge herself and be prosecuted for some crimes. Because if a judge is deleting files for the president, I mean, that brings a lot of constitutional, questions and brings a lot of conflict of interest questions. It brings a lot of legal questions. And so I'm very much interested in this story and how it unfolds, man, because These are the things that when people call Donald Trump a dictator or an autocrat or a fascist, these are the things that you can point to say that, yeah, we leaning in that motherfucking direction, bro. And that's a fact. Get the likes up.
In any circumstance, this report should be released. This isn't a controversial topic. You know, special counsel reports are released. If there's highly classified information in the report, that gets redacted. We know all about redactions right now. But then that should be released to the public. And so after the 11th Circuit made that ruling, Judge Eileen Cannon set an elongated briefing schedule to try to delay even more and push this into like January and February of 2026.
Right. It's been very obvious, man. Here, let me get to the big screen. It's been very obvious, man. The tactics that Eileen Cannon has been using. She's been slow walking Donald Trump's federal cases for the longest. He should have been prosecuted on several of those federal charges, but she refused to make rulings. She would, cite, ridiculous, rulings to make her opinions. And so that's kind of where I'm at with this whole, court shit, right? Even the Supreme Court has given Donald Trump and his administration full immunity on things that they're doing in the White House, which, sounds like some fascist king shit to me, because this is supposed to be a democracy and ain't nobody supposed to be above the law. But the Supreme Court has basically made Donald Trump above the law while he's in the position of his office. And so these are dangerous things, man. You know what I mean? Any decision that he makes can be substantiated by he's doing his job. And so once you start to get down that road, where does it end? Who becomes the enforcement mechanism, the deterrent mechanism to divert away from that, right? And that's why you have people in the streets right now. That's why you have protests, because people with educations is higher than a fucking sixth grader can see that shit is fucked up out here in these streets, bro. And so, I think things like this are very important, because if there's a judge that's deleting files for the president, that shit needs to be called out, exposed, and she needs to be removed from her position and brought to court on some charges, man. And that's a fact. That's a fact. And she been slow walking these cases, and that shit is very well documented. Go look up Judge Eileen Cannon and what she has done in Donald Trump's federal trials. I believe Jack Smith wanted to go, very, expediently with his findings. Fani Willis wanted to get Donald Trump in court. So it's just like, but Eileen Cannon, for some reason, and she's a judge. She's not a prosecutor. She's not a lawyer. She is the judge. And she has been most definitely putting her thumb on the scales of justice when it comes to Donald Trump in his favor. And that is a fact that is undeniable. And I think that's what Midas Touch is laying out in this piece that we're watching right now, man. Get the likes up. This is the remix with Kelly Dre, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in.
And then so what happened was Donald Trump in his private capacity said these documents that come from Jack Smith, they should be destroyed. And then Walt Nauta, the other defender, remember Nauta was involved in that one. He said not only should the documents be suppressed, they need Jack Smith's report and all of the documents, they need to be burned. They need to be incinerated. I kid you not. They said order that it be destroyed. And then the Department of Justice, which is supposed to be justice, is the one supposed to say, you know what? These documents by law are required to be released with proper redactions. But here, because the DOJ, as you now know, has no credibility at all, and it's just an arm of Trump's fascism, they basically said, we agree. We basically join, right? The DOJ is supposed to be on one side of the V and the criminal defendant on the other. They're like, no, we agree. Do whatever you want, Judge. We're not opposing what Trump and Nauta want. Destroy, it's fine. So then this group called the Knight First Amendment Institute, they're a group at Columbia University, they then tried to intervene representing the public before Judge Eileen Cannon. And they did a petition saying, look, Judge, if you're going to adjudicate this and you rule in favor of Trump and the DOJ to destroy this, there hasn't been any opposition because Trump and the DOJ are now both the bad guys. So there needs to be some just stay the destruction of the documents in the report so at least the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals can weigh in, because even though the 11th Circuit tends to skew more conservative, more right-leaning, nobody would say destroy these records. But
right, that's a fact. So even in your most conservative, your most conservative precinct, nobody's going to say destroy these documents, right? Because they're relevant to a case involving the president of the United States. For nothing else, I mean, that's significant enough to not destroy the documents. So as you can see, Eileen Cannon is up to some real questionable behavior. And I want to check in with a little bit more of this and see if we can get some more facts out of this, man. It's the remix with Callie Dre. Let's go.
what happens if the district court orders the immediate burning and destruction? The DOJ has it. So imagine you have Cannon issues an order, and immediately the DOJ is ready to hit delete. They destroy it. And then when the 11th Circuit finally says, actually, we want to intervene here, then the DOJ says, it's moot. We just followed the judge's order and we hit destroy right away. So this is an extraordinary petition, where as a law professor, this intrigues me, and as someone who cares about our country and transparency, it's critical. But you don't see things like this ever filed. So when I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, this is an interesting argument, because this never had to be done. Normally, the DOJ would be the one saying, release it. Of course, release it. That's what the law requires you to do. So here, this group at...
So he's saying normally the DOJ would be saying release these files and would be telling the judicial branch to release these files. But in this situation, you have the judicial branch and you have the DOJ both saying that releasing these files is not what they want to do. And you got to ask yourself why, man. I'm always a why type of person. Why are the DOJ and the judicial branch in lockstep about not releasing these files? That means you, the American people, need to see these files. That's what that means. And that's a fact, man. Get the likes up.
They do great work, the First Amendment Institute at Columbia University. They've said, look, we reached out to Judge Cannon. She's ignoring our petition to intervene. So we haven't got a ruling there. She's doing the canon. And
right. So she's ignoring petitions in cases that involve Donald Trump. So as you guys can see, again, man, this is a damn near conspiracy at this point. I mean, it's kind of looking like a coercive conspiracy to me. And we got RICOs and all this shit for criminals and underbosses. But what's going on in this government right now doesn't look very legal to me. It may not be criminal, but it damn sure don't look legal. Get the likes up, man.
We're really worried that what's about to happen, 11th Circuit, is she's going to make this order, destroy the records, destroy the documents. And so we want to put this on your radar. And I think what they want to do via this mandamus process, which again is extraordinary, and there's like not a lot of precedent for even doing something like this. But I think
right. So they're going out of precedent. You know what I'm saying? They're the administration, Judge Eileen Cannon, a fucking federal judge, is trying to go out of her way to ignore requests, to get rid of documents. And why? Why? I thought Donald Trump was supposed to be draining the swamp. I thought that's what like his whole campaign situation was centered around, right? Was draining the swamp. How do you drain the swamp when you are the fucking swamp? That's the question that I keep asking, and nobody can really give me a solid answer. TikTok, MAGA Mongrels, I hope y'all got a good answer for that question when I cut these videos up, man. Because, again, it may not be criminal, but it damn sure don't look legal, man. Get the likes.
I think what they want to at least put on the 11th Circuit's radar is for them, even sua sponte, meaning on their own initiative, take the extraordinary relief and just say something like, even though you may not have standing right now, hey, Judge Cannon, don't destroy. No, it's our understanding that any destruction would be illegal. Like, get the 11th Circuit to do something here, put it on their radar, and hope they say something. Because it's a tough argument to appeal something where your petition has not been ruled on yet, because what's the basis of appellate jurisdiction when the underlying judge hasn't yet ruled? But
yeah, so they're going through a whole bunch of legal jargon, man. We're gonna leave it right there, because I don't want to get too deep in the weeds of that. But I definitely wanted to put that on people's radar, man, because Judge Eileen Cannon most definitely has inserted herself, in my opinion, in a negative way, in trying to protect this administration. And so, anytime there's anything on my visibility is that corroborates that, I'm most definitely gonna bring it to the people, man. What else did I want to talk about, man? I mean, that's pretty much it, man. I was gonna go deep into some other shit, but I'm probably gonna you know what I'm saying, let that ride for tomorrow's show, man. Actually, there's one more thing I want to cover, man. This little story right here came up, and I think it's pretty relevant to what's going on. But it's talking about an automated AI restaurant that's opening up in California, man. So I definitely want to get that on y'all radar as well. And we're gonna check this story out. Just to read.
Well, the robots have arrived, at least in Pasadena, California. That's where the world's first ever fully autonomous AI-powered restaurant has opened, complete with burger flipping bots. We sent CBS's Joy Benedict on a taste test.
So, AI restaurant in Pasadena already active and flipping burgers out this bitch, man. This is the remix with Callie Dre. Appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. Let's go.
Well, the robots have arrived, at least in Pasadena, California. That's where the world's first ever fully autonomous AI-powered restaurant has opened, complete with burger flipping bots. We sent CBS's Joy Benedict on a taste test.
Flippy the chef makes Spud spectacular. This automated grill gives the meat its sizzle as this restaurant goes robotic.
For this burger, it would take about 120 seconds.
Cali Express by Flippy is the world's first AI.
So 120 seconds to get your burger out to you, man. And I think this is important because I actually have a whole series of shows lined up on AI, and I want to dive a lot deeper into that topic. But yeah, man, I think this is important. If you project out what these robots are able to do versus what human beings are able to do, and you just factor in time and how technology gets better exponentially, in a short amount of time, I would be very much concerned about seeing these kind of stories right here, because we don't have any kind of universal basic income set up. So if people lose their job, there's not much of a safety net out there unless you built it up on your own. That's what this whole capitalism thing has taught people that they have to do. And so, and that's why politics is important, because you have one side that doesn't believe in safety nets and doesn't believe in helping, people who have fallen on hard times. And you have one side that does lean into that. So again, I think a story like this projected out is very, very important and very something that, people should pay attention to, man, because this AI is coming for everybody's job, man. AI is coming for all you motherfuckers, bro. All you motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck what job you perform. I don't care what you do, but AI is coming for your motherfucking head, bro. Just remember Callie Dre said that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's check in with this, man, and we looking at we at the beginnings of this AI revolution that's taking place.
Cali Express by Flippy is the world's first AI-powered eatery. There's new technology outside the kitchen, too. A cheeseburger. Order kiosks use facial recognition to remember.
Right. So these kiosks, they popping up in restaurants all out here. It's not just this restaurant, but it's a lot of restaurants that have turned to the kiosk. So now you have, kiosks in the front that are AI ran, and then you have the automated burger flippers and French fry dippers in the back. So robots taking over the front counter, robots taking over the back. So where's the human being in this situation, right? Where's the human dollar being earned in this situation? And so again, AI, take this shit serious, man. These robots is coming for all you. I don't give a fuck what your job title is, music creator, motherfucker. Not only that shit, at some point we probably gonna get some sports robots out there, bitch, bro. So again, AI coming for everything, doctors, lawyers, all that. And that's why stories like this is important, man. You know what I'm saying? Automated AI restaurant opens in California. We in the beginnings of this AI revolution, man. And you know, I'm gonna do a series of shows on this, and I'm gonna explain to you guys why it's critically important, why time is of the essence, that we take this situation seriously. And this actually could supersede all of the other fucking problems that's on that problem list. Please believe, man. But let's dive into this a little more. This the remix with Kelly Drake, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with the show, man.
Flippy the chef makes Spud spectacular. This automated grill gives the meat its sizzle as this restaurant goes robotic.
For this burger, it would take about 120 seconds.
Cali Express by Flippy is the world's first AI-powered eatery. There's new technology outside the kitchen, too. A cheeseburger. Order kiosks use facial recognition to remember you, your favorite food, and how you like to pay. Then watch the robots work. No humans required.
We can't get enough.
Yeah, there it is right there. She just said the ultimate phrase that I've tried to get across in this segment, which is
humans required. No humans required.
Here, I'm gonna play that one more time for you. One more time.
Bots work. No humans required.
No humans required. So how the fuck you gonna eat, bro? How you gonna feed your family, man? So we're gonna get into, I'm gonna do a series of shows on that. And I'm gonna actually reference this video because I think what she said right here just sums up the message that I'm trying to send out to the people, man, which is, you know, we got to be serious about AI regulation. We have to be serious about, you know, how the AI is rolled out, how it's monitored, how it is tracked. There's a lot of unanswered questions. And again, the creators of this AI technology, they don't know what the fuck they're creating. This is alien technology. Trust that and believe that. And so, yeah, I'm gonna do a deeper dive on this AI shit, man. But I thought this was an important story right here, and I think people really need to pay attention to it because it ain't 20 to 30 years in the future. You know, the experts is really saying 3 to 9 years.
Bots work. No humans required.
We can't get enough people to come out to work on fryers and grills and their dangerous jobs. And this automation helps solve a lot of those issues.
62% of restaurants report being understaffed. Industry experts say most of those unfilled jobs could be done by robots.
Yeah, I'd say 82% of the jobs are unfilled in fast food because they probably are not paying, you know, anything close to a living wage. I covered earlier in the show, the new middle class is over 100 grand a year. If you're not making 100 grand a year, you're not even middle class in this shit. And 82% of the people out here don't have a 6-figure job. We covered that a little earlier in the show. If you want to spin back to them statistics, rewind this motherfucking show. You know what I'm saying? But so again, I try to put things into perspective for people, man, because there's a lot of concepts and a lot of ideas that may be over people's heads. So I try to simplify it the best way that I can. But long story short, AI coming for all you motherfuckers, bro. So we got to get on the same page about how that's going to happen and what our universal basic income is going to look like. Because at some point, humans are going to be phased out of this whole employment sector. And that's a fact.
By robots. And in California, where the minimum wage for most fast food workers will soon be $20 an hour. Fewer workers equals cost savings. Dan Ives is with Wedbush Securities, a wealth management firm.
Once the minimum wage went to 20, that's the bell going off. More and more focus on spending on AI. Because look, that's inflationary. That's the problem. You can't necessarily pass all that to the consumer.
Flippy can cook 250 pounds of French fries an hour. The burger bot 100 patties.
These restaurants are very, very busy at peak times, and
yeah, hold on. Let's spin that back real quick because I want to hear the numbers again. I'm a numbers type of person, man. I like counting money. You know what I'm saying? And I like counting my opportunities. You know, and so this shit right here is taking away my opportunities, man. So let me see what we got going.
250 pounds of French fries an hour. The burger bot 100 patties.
These restaurants are very
50 pounds of fries an hour and 100 patties an hour. That's called productivity right there, and that's what businesses want, right? So you can't really blame the business for wanting to perform better for the customer, right? But where does that leave the employee, right? So you gotta take this situation and you gotta spin that to whatever your situation. I don't care if you do finance, accounting, bookkeeping, lawyering, loitering, whatever the fuck you can do, these robots are gonna be able to do, and that's a fact. So pay attention, man. Look at this restaurant. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure 5 years ago, those motherfuckers working at the front counter, working in the back, flipping fries. You know what I'm saying? Eating on the fries in the back. You know what I'm saying? When the manager going on lunch break and shit. But none of that no more, man. None of that's no more, because now you got a robot in the front. You got a robot in the back. Where you gonna get them free fries from now? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna feed your family now, man? So that's why this shit's important, man. 3 to 9 years is what they're saying. These robots is going to be ready to go to the next step, which would be, you know, where we should start to worry. And then that the step after this next step is where the robots completely take this whole shit over. But I'm going to do a whole series of shows on this, man, because I think it's an interesting topic. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, people get some shit out of it, man. Let's go.
Cook 250 pounds of French fries an hour. The burger bot 100 patties.
These restaurants are very, very busy at peak times, and every second that gets added to somebody waiting in the drive-thru is a lost revenue opportunity for that
Most
restaurant.
definitely.
Is it
Most
costing
definitely.
people their jobs?
That's not what we've seen. It's really here to help people.
Humans at Cali Express will put the finishing touches on orders. For customers, the price of the meals are competitive. As for taste,
is it going to affect the quality and the taste?
I would say yes, in a good way, because now each burger is being cooked precisely the same way every time.
time will tell whether AI takes over kitchens everywhere. That will be up to the public to chew on. Joy Benedict.
Oh shit! Oh, that's it. That's it. That's it, bruh. That's it. It's a wrap. Robots taking your motherfucking job, bro. You better, if you working at a McDonald's, a Burger King, a Wendy's. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all some other shit. Y'all think listen? I really be on this shit, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I'm gonna show y'all some other shit, man. That's going to add to, you know, the credibility of this whole shit, right? Because it's another story that I saw today that actually piqued my interest, and it's somewhat, you know, related to this whole topic, man. Get the likes up, man. It's the remix with Kelly Drake, man. I appreciate y'all for supporting the show. You know what I mean? Subscribe to the channels, man. YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram. You know what I mean? Wherever the fuck you want me to be at. You know what I mean? You let me know, and I'll jump over it. All right, you know what I'm saying? Shit. But here's another story I want to cover, man. Let's check this out. This says Wendy's set to close hundreds of stores. So I thought this was pretty interesting. Let me check this out.
Its strategy. Let's talk about this. So the company says sales.
Let's double
Wendy's
that.
says it's closing hundreds of restaurants here in the U.S. as the burger giant flips its strategy. Let's talk about this. So the company says sales fell more than 10% last quarter, and now it expects to shut down between 5 and 6% of its U.S. locations by summer. Now, that is on top of the more than 240 stores that closed in 2024. So the company is calling this strategy Project Fresh.
So 240 stores closed in 2024, and they said how many set to close this year? Hundreds more to close this year, right? So hopefully y'all can connect dots, man. If y'all not good at connecting dots, tap in with your boy Kelly Drake, because that's what the fuck I be doing, man. Is connecting the dots. You mix in AI at these fast food joints, and now you got fast food joints closing down because they can put AI in there, and they don't really need all the staff, and you know what I'm saying. So it's a whole shift going on, man. I'm trying to really connect these dots for y'all so y'all can really see the relevance in what is to come, and see the relevance in these videos, like these AI videos, for sure. You know what I mean? Because like I said, robots cooking, what he said, 120 pounds of fries and 110 burgers in an hour. Like, come on, man. Like that's any fast food restaurant's dream. You know what I'm saying? And so you gotta remember that shit, man. You gotta keep that shit in mind. You feel me? On some real shit. But let's check in with this, man. Let's see what else we can get from this.
6% of its U.S. locations by summer. Now, that is on top of the more than 240 stores that closed in 2024. So the company is calling this strategy Project Fresh, in a statement to ABC News saying, by closing consistently underperforming restaurants, we're enabling our franchise partners to increase focus on locations with the greatest potential for profitable growth. But when we look at the bigger picture here, especially in these fast food wars, price is now the main ingredient, with cost-conscious customers pulling back. Wendy says it's now shifting back to everyday value. The chain.
Yeah, that's important. So if you're a business owner, man, you know what I mean. You have to balance the cost, and as a consumer, you're looking at the price. And so if I can get a robot in here to make 120 pounds of fries and 100 burgers in an hour, when your lazy ass and made but 4, 5, 6 burgers in that same hour, like profitability wise, if I can sell each burger for $1, you know what I mean? I can get $120 from the robot. I'm gonna get $5, $6 from your ass. So you got to look at it from that standpoint too, man. It's like, what do you expect a business owner to do? You want to be at the cutting edge of your business. You want to be leading the pack. You want to, you know what I'm saying, jump out and be the innovative one. You know what I mean? So you can't really blame a business for trying to make money more efficiently. But at the same time, right? At the same time, there is no plan for society and the employed society for when this AI technology is fully rolled out and fully, what's the word I'm looking for? Like mingled into our whole system. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so they're saying like 3 to 9 years, robots gonna be able to do everything a human can do, to a point of where one robot can do. So they're going, it's like AI, it's levels to this shit, right? We like at the first level, it's another level that's after this where, you know what I mean, we're going to start seeing job losses in different sectors. And then the step after that is like super AI, which one of those robots, and this is from the godfather of AI. And again, I'm gonna break all this shit down in some videos, man. Now that I'm kind of watching this and seeing this is actually a great reason for me to break this down to y'all. But one of those super AI robots is gonna be able to do everything that every human on this earth can do. One of those robots will have the capability of every human on earth. Now let that shit sink in. You know what I'm saying? Because when I heard that from the godfather of AI, the guy that actually was the motherfucker that actually started this whole AI thing, you know what I'm saying? When I heard that, blew my mind, bro. So again, I'm gonna drop some content on this AI shit, man. Hopefully y'all feeling it, man. This is the remix with Callie Dre. Wendy set to close hundreds of stores based on low performance in those stores, I would imagine. But we just saw another fast food restaurant investing heavily in AI. So yeah, you guys can see the shift in the trends in the market and what's going on, man. This is the shit I look at. This is the shit I pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? As an analyst, you know what I mean? Got to be able to analyze shit, and that's what I'm good at. Get the likes up.
We just launched the new Biggie Deals menu. I don't know if you've seen it, with $4, $6, and $8 options, and they're hoping to win back budget-conscious diners. Bottom line here, this isn't just about Wendy's. We're seeing this all across the industry. These chains are just realizing that, especially in this economy, consistent value, not just promotions, may be what keeps customers at the drive-thru, Gio.
That is absolutely right.
Yeah, man. So landscape's changing, man. Shit, it's a lot of stores that's closing down, man. And I'm not hearing about a bunch of stores opening back up. That'd be my whole shit. It's like, you know what I mean? I'm hearing about a bunch of shit closing down, but I ain't hearing about a bunch of shit opening back up, man. So, yeah, y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about that, man. I just definitely wanted to pop out tonight and break some of these stories down, man. We went through Stefon Diggs facing his assault charges and the strangulation. But the first conversations we heard on that, her lawyer was talking about getting the financial settlement. So I don't know how real that shit is or where that's going. Steph Diggs definitely looked pretty pissed off to be in court. So he's having a hell of a week, man. Losing the Super Bowl, having to deal with this court case, and then and losing Cardi B. Oh, bruh, You want to talk about a fire? You want to talk about a week where you want to drown your sorrows, bro? Man, it don't get no much worse than that. You feel me? But what else did we talk about, man? The ISIS terror plot that was unfolded. ISIS is still out there. You lurking, you know what I mean? And so, you know, that's gonna be an ongoing thread. We broke down a few news stories, man, and figured out that Judge Eileen Cannon ass still down there doing what she can to, you know, tip the scales of justice in the favor of Donald Trump and the Trump administration. So all those stories y'all can spin back, you know what I'm saying, and rewatch the show. I appreciate y'all for rocking. Keep running the views up. Keep subscribing to the channel. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate all that shit, man. Y'all tap in with me. I'm gonna tap in with y'all, man. I'm on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all that, man. Wherever you want me to be, I'm gonna pull up over there. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do over here. But yeah, man, let me know in the comments, man, how y'all feel about the stories, man. And yeah, I'm gonna keep bringing y'all these news updates, man, and bringing y'all this good content. Appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy, man. And I'm finna get the hell up out of here, man. Y'all have a good night. You know what I'm saying? It's still Valentine's weekend. So yeah, ladies, get that pussy up, and fellas, don't be tricking for the pussy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a good one, man. I'm out this bitch, man.
Money on my mind, got my money in my mind, right? Money on my mind, got no time for that limelight. I'm from California, man, I guess we'll start with that. Banged out starter caps, glued to the cul-de-sac, looking like an artifact, trying to get their money back. Yellow jackets coming, mama about to have a heart attack. Southeast San Diego, we was at the heart of that. You moved about the hood, my nigga, you ain't want no part of that. Move to work and let the money drip the laundry mat. I pray to God the homie get his little daughter back. So many problems and it's not even a part of rap. So many suckers and they hating and they copycat. And life is bigger than these bitches that you hollered at. And if you bleed it out, I better get $3 back. And all I'm giving is the facts. Pay attention to the stats and never making mention of the jacks. Gotta keep the money stacked, work your way through the traps. Money motivated to the max. Money on my mind, got my money in my mind.